Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless. This is the quiz where all the questions have been asked to 100 people before the show, and all our contestants have to do is come up with the answers those 100 people couldn't think of. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hello, Xander. My name is Laurie. This is my friend Liz, and we're from Bridgend.
Couple number two.
Hi, my name's Serge. This is my wife, Parry, and we're both from Manchester.
Couple number three.
My name's Debbie. This is my husband, Simon, and we're from Torquay in Devon.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Matthew. This is my wee sister, Laura, and we're from Belfast.
And these are today's contestants. Thanks very much, all of you. A very warm welcome to the show. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. The biggest cog in this colossal quizzing machine. It is my pointless friend, it's Richard.
Hiya. Hey, everybody. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
So we've got England v Wales v Northern Ireland v England again. So that is some snub to Scotland today, isn't it? Oh, if I were in Glasgow now. Oh. However, we did have a Glaswegian last time, didn't we? Phil got through to the final with Stephen, played a jackpot round on Florida, and failed to win the money. You'll be gutted to hear, everybody. Welcome back to Simon and Debbie, knocked out in round one last time, and Parry and Serge knocked out in round two as well. So no one here has yet to see the sharp end of an episode of Pointless.
No, gosh, it does get sharp, doesn't it?
Oh,
That
it really
end,
does.
that end.
You must actually be very careful later on.
Yes.
There'll be a health and safety officer coming round.
Thank you, Richard.
Pleasure.
So, Stephen and Phil, as you gathered, didn't win the jackpot last time, which means we add another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at £2,000. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. So just remember, the pair with the highest score at the end of each round gets eliminated. That's basically it. Beyond that, have fun. Best of luck to all four pairs. Our first category today is food and drink. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and our food and drink question concerns things that include bread. Richard.
Yes, on each board, we're going to show you 7 descriptions of food or drink that have bread or breadcrumbs somewhere inside them, if you know what I mean.
Drink with bread.
It's possible, right? I mean, I haven't looked. There may not be any drink at all. Might all be food. But that's what I'm being told to say.
OK.
Can you find the lowest scoring of these, please? We're going to give you the initials of each of the things as well.
OK, very good.
And then we'll talk about drinks with bread, either during or after, depending on if something comes up.
We do.
Because there might be a business opportunity for us there.
Could be. Could be.
Lovely bready drink. Lovely fizzy bread. Anyway, listen, let's talk about it afterwards.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our first board of clues of things that include bread. Here they are. We've got thin patty of minced meat served in a bread roll. B. Middle Eastern salad of toasted pitta, mint, lettuce and cucumber. F. Typically used to fill poultry made from herbs and breadcrumbs. S. Tuscan bean soup reboiled each day and thickened with bread. R. Dish of lettuce, croutons, parmesan and often anchovies served with raw egg dressing. CS. Japanese dish of chicken breast in panko breadcrumbs served in a spicy sauce. CKC. And uncooked English dessert consisting of stewed soft fruits and white bread. SP. I'm going to read those again. Thin patty of minced meat served in a bread roll. Middle Eastern salad of toasted pitta, mint, lettuce and cucumber, typically used to fill poultry made from herbs and breadcrumbs. Tuscan bean soup reboiled each day and thickened with bread. A dish of lettuce, croutons, parmesan and often anchovies served with a raw egg dressing. Japanese dish of chicken breast in panko breadcrumbs served in spicy sauce. And uncooked English dessert consisting of stewed soft fruits and white bread. There we are. Laurie, welcome to Pointless. Lovely to have you here. What do you do, Laurie?
I'm a retired civil servant.
What do you like to do now? What thrills you?
I love to sing.
Do you? In what context do you sing?
I sing with the local musical theatre society, and we do everything from pantomimes to light opera.
OK, do you perform them, or is it just... I mean, obviously you perform them,
yes.
but do you stage them, or is it these concert performances?
We do both, but my last starring role, if such could be considered, was as Granny in The Snow Queen. So I enjoyed that very much.
Consider such things considered,
yes.
Laurie. Now, here's this lovely fresh board, untouched. What are you going to go for? All these things contain bread.
Oh, they do. Oh, such choice. I think I'll go for the bottom one, the English dessert, summer pudding.
Summer pudding. Summer pudding, says Laurie. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for summer pudding. Summer pudding is right. Down it goes to 40. Not bad. Gets us off to a good start.
Well played. Nice start there on podium 1. Not sure about a summer pudding, really.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it because it's a bit sour, maybe?
No, I think it's because it's a bit cold.
Cold,
I sort of
that's
feel
true.
like it's kind of like cold bread.
Yeah. I'm not spotting any bread and drink there so far.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
If we got onto the next board and there's still no drink, we can have a proper chat about our new business venture. Yeah. Bread drinks.
Bread drinks. Thank you very much indeed. Serge, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Serge.
I'm an optometrist. I work in the northwest of England, and I'm a season ticket holder at United.
OK, very good. What are you going to go for on our board here?
I think I'll go for the Middle Eastern salad. And I think that's a fattoush salad.
A fattoush. OK, let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said fattoush. It is fattoush. 40 is the only score we have, and you pass that. And down it goes to 1. Very well done indeed, Serge. 1 for the fattoush salad.
It's a terrific answer, isn't it? Very well played, Serge. Fattoush.
Thank you very much. Now then, Simon, welcome back.
Thank you.
Simon Christmas.
Indeed.
Simon and Debbie's surname is Christmas, we discovered last time. There are moments like this when I wish the name badges were a little bit bigger. That's all. Remind us all about yourself, though, Simon.
I'm a design manager for a well-known house builder.
What is the difference between a design manager and an architect?
Basically, the design manager designs the entire housing estate, decides what house goes where. So you're not just designing a house, you are putting anything from 100 to 1,000 houses on a site.
I see.
That's quite a cool job. And do you have scale models with tiny people, or is it all on a computer?
It's all on computer these days.
Do you have tiny people on the computer programme?
Well, yes, we do, yeah. I have actually put myself in a picture as well before.
No way.
What, Simon, would you like to go for?
I think I'll have the 5th one down. Is that Caesar salad?
Caesar salad, says Simon. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. It is Caesar salad. 40 is our high score. 41 is where you end up.
Well played, yeah. Not named after Julius Caesar, named after Caesar Cardini, who was a chef in Tijuana in Mexico. He created it, but you didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I thought it was, I somehow thought it came from Caesar's Palace or somewhere like that in Vegas.
That's named after Julius Caesar.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, and Crystal Palace.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now, Laura, welcome to Pointless. Good to have you here from Belfast.
Thank you. Good to be here.
What do you do, Laura?
I work for a mental health charity as a project worker. So I sort of support people with their daily living skills, and we make up support plans to help them to reach their goals.
Very good. How long have you done it for?
About 4.5 years.
That must be that's quite a full-time involvement, isn't it?
It's actually really enjoyable. It's the best job I've ever had.
Good, good. And what are your interests, Laura?
Well, outside of work, I have a 1-year-old baby.
Lovely.
So she keeps me quite busy. We watch a lot of sea babies together.
Excellent.
Read a lot of kids' books, play.
Very good.
And then...
Can I just ask, what's your favourite programme on CBeebies?
Oh, that's a trick question. Actually, my favourite kids' TV show is Ben and Holly.
That's good. That's good. That's cute. Yeah. OK, very good. Good answer. Good answer. Laura, you're the last person to have this board. Do you want to talk us through those unanswered ones?
Oh, it's actually quite difficult, this one. So the first one's burger. The third one's stuffing. I would guess that the next one is maybe ratatouille, but I'm not sure. And then I don't know the Japanese one. So I'm going to probably just have to go for stuffing, because I know it's right.
OK, Laura's going to go for stuffing. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. That goes down to 70. 70 for stuffing.
Scores more than burger, funnily enough. Burger up the top there would only have scored you 60.
Oh.
We'll take the Japanese dish first. There's a chain of restaurants you get this from. Do you know this one?
It's a katsu curry.
Chicken katsu curry, yeah. It's right. 7 points. The place where you get that is a restaurant. That's the place you go. They say, you do know that all the dishes come out just when they're ready, don't you? That's the traditional Japanese way. And, of course, that isn't the traditional Japanese way at all. It's just the easiest way to run a restaurant. It's very clever, but when you're eating there, you think, oh, it's lovely. I just got my pudding before I started. This really is very authentic. And it's very clear. You have to hand it to that restaurant chain. And do you know this last one, the Tuscan bean soup?
I don't think I do.
I hadn't heard of this. Very well done at home. You said a ribollita. Ribollita scores 3 points. Best answer up there.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we are halfway through our first round. Let's have a look at those scores. Well done, Surgeon Parry. 1 there. Oh, Fatouche. Fantastic answer. And rightly putting you at the top of the scoreboard. Then we travel quite a ways up to Laurie and Liz at 40, then 41, Simon and Debbie. 70 is where we find Laura and Matthew. So, Matthew, a lovely low score from you will help. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, we're going to put 7 more clues to dishes that contain bread up on the board, and here they come. We have got Russian brewed drink made from rye bread. There it is. Fatouche.
Fatouche.
Breakfast dish of sliced bread dipped in an egg and milk mixture, then fried, FT. Italian salad made with bread, tomatoes, onions, basil and olive oil, P. Legumes such as haricots served in a tomato sauce on grilled bread, BOT. Baked dessert of butter-soaked bread filled with cooked apples, C. Brown soup flavoured with a bulbous vegetable and topped with crusty bread slices and cheese, FOS. Baked vegetarian dish typically made from breadcrumbs, mushrooms, hazelnuts and walnuts, NR. Let me read those one last time. Russian brewed drink made from rye bread. Breakfast dish of sliced bread dipped in an egg and milk mixture, then fried. Italian salad made with bread, tomatoes, onions, basil and olive oil. Legumes such as haricots served in a tomato sauce on grilled bread. Baked dessert of butter-soaked bread filled with cooked apples. Brown soup flavoured with a bulbous vegetable and topped with crusty bread slices and cheese. And baked vegetarian dish typically made from breadcrumbs, mushrooms, hazelnuts and walnuts. There we are. Matthew, welcome to Pointless. Lovely to have you here all the way from Belfast. What do you do, Matthew?
6 months ago, I left my last position in customer service. So ever since I've been childminding with my mum and dad, I've been babysitting my 3 nieces and nephew.
Is there a job on the horizon?
Well, that's keeping me busy at the moment. Stay-at-home uncle, that's my nicer way of saying in between jobs.
Stay-at-home uncle. Now, between you and Laura, who do you think is the more competitive?
We'll see. We'll soon see.
We'll soon see. Whose idea was it to come on the show?
Laura's.
Laura, honestly, was Matthew your first choice?
It was actually my dad, because he used to be a quiz master.
So he's shouting at the screen right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind you, quiz masters, I can tell you now, know nothing. Nothing at all.
I can confirm that.
Matthew, what do you want to go for?
Breakfast dish of sliced bread dipped in an egg, French toast.
French toast, says Matthew. No red line for you as you're the high scorers. Let's see how many of our 100 people said French toast. 64, taking your total up to 134.
It's also been previously known as Spanish toast and German toast and nun's toast. But it was...
I'm glad it's French toast.
They called it le pain perdu, lost bread, they call
That'd
it.
be annoying.
It's nice,
Actually, if
isn't
you've
it?
made the sauce, then turn to the bread and it's just gone.
Bread's gone.
Thanks very much indeed. Now, Debbie, welcome back. Remind us what you do, Debbie.
I work in hospitality just a couple of days a week in Torquay.
Very nice. So being down in Torquay, how early in the year do you have people eating outside?
Dependent on the weather, really.
I suppose
we had a beautiful Easter. You
ever had Christmas lunch outside?
No. Can't say that we've done a Christmas lunch outside.
Well, there we are. There's a challenge. There's a challenge.
We've had a Christmas lunch outside, clearly.
But we are the Christmases, so we would.
Yeah,
We have
Christmas.
lunch
It's
outside.
Christmas. Yeah.
Often.
Yeah, they're the Christmases. Remember that. Debbie, you're on 41. You have to score 92 or less to get through to the next round.
OK.
What would you like to go for?
The legumes, such as haricots, served in a tomato sauce on grilled bread, beans on toast.
Beans on toast.
Beans on toast.
Beans on toast. OK. There's your red line. Debbie, if you can get below that line, you're through to round 2 with beans on toast. It's right. Down it goes 45. Not bad at all. Takes your total up to 86.
It's interesting, that, isn't it? It's a low score for a very popular dish, but because the clue sounds sort of complicated. Fortnum and Mason's in London was the first place to sell tinned beans in the UK.
Good for them. Thank you, Richard. Now then, Parry. Oh, look at that. You're on 1. It doesn't even matter what you score. You're through. Remind us what you get up to in your lovely life.
Well, I'm the mother of gorgeous girls, and I tend to just enjoy my life. We're sort of hoping to retire fairly soon, so I like going out.
That's news to Serge. That's great.
Well, I'm retiring, and I love going to theatre, and we like watching films.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. Now, Parry, what are you going to go for? As I say, it doesn't matter what you score, but let's have a nice low score.
Nut roast for the bottom.
You're going to go for nut roast. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said nut roast. No red line for you, obviously, because you're already through. But how many of our 100 said nut roast for that bottom one? Down it goes 38. Taking your total up to 39. Very strong indeed on that podium.
Yeah, it used to be served at John Harvey Kellogg's sanatorium. He was the guy who invented all sorts of things, including cornflakes for their health benefits. Some people say he invented peanut butter as well. Kellogg did all right for himself, didn't he?
Thank you very much, Richard. Now, Liz, welcome.
Thank you.
Liz, what do you do?
I work for Quimtaff Health Board and I'm a dementia support worker.
Very good indeed. And what are your hobbies?
Well, my main hobby that I like getting up to is caving with South Wales Caving Club.
Oh, Liz, that's just terrifying. Even
It's not
even
at all.
thinking about it. Do you go to a little bit of moorland and there's a sort of hole somewhere and you all
Yes.
just sort of go down, disappear under a bit of
We're based
gorse?
in a quarry and there's a little entrance hole.
Yeah.
And which can open up into a massive, great big cavern with lots of pretty things in.
It is exciting, but do you ever come across sort of rock falls and think, I'm glad I wasn't underneath that, and things like that as you walk along?
That's all the risk of it, though. That's all the fun. You never quite know what you're going to do
You know
in there.
That actually does sound
never
fun
know
now,
what you're
doesn't it?
gonna
Yeah. Liz, you're on 40. You have to score 93 or less. This board is all yours. Feel free to talk us through all those.
I've got a sort of an idea for the Italian salad. I think it might be prosciutto, something like that. I can picture it and I think I've eaten it. And I've got no idea about the brown soup flavoured with the vegetables. So I think I'll just go for the straightforward one, the baked dessert made of butter soaked apples, crumble.
Crumble.
Yeah.
Crumble. Well, let's see if that is right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said crumble. There is your red line. Ooh, no, Liz, I'm afraid not crumble.
That's what I
That takes your total up to 140.
Yeah, not apple crumble, I'm afraid. You won't be the only person to have said it, I suspect. Do you know that one?
No.
Apple Charlotte. Apple Charlotte. That would have scored you 12 points. Now, FOS, the brown soup.
Brown soup with...
If I tell you the S is soup.
French onion soup
There we
is
go.
what it is.
French onion
Lord,
soup.
yes.
That would have scored 35. Do you know the Italian salad?
No.
Panzanella. Panzanella would have scored you 4. And this Russian brewed drink made from rye bread.
Sounds delicious.
Doesn't it just? Kvass, 3. It literally means bread drink. Kvass. I mean, they don't muck about, do they? But we should. I would think a nice
bread-based drink. I always think the bread sauce smoothie would be nice.
That's interesting. Bread and butter
sauce.
pudding as a smoothie would be nice.
I'd drink that.
Let's do that. Let's launch that. Because smoothies are all like for health benefits now. Let's do some fat smoothies.
Nice.
Lemon meringue pie smoothie, bread and butter pudding smoothie.
Sticky toffee pudding smoothie.
Oh, now you're talking.
Yum. Good. There we are. So at the end of our first round, we have to say goodbye to one of our pairs, and I'm afraid, Liz and Laurie, you are that pair. You were just cruising through. It was looking great till crumble. But then that's where it all fell apart. We will see you again next time, and we'll look forward to that very much. Meantime, thanks very much for playing, Liz and Laurie. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it is now time for round 2. And there we are, down to 3 pairs for our second round. Oh, Matthew and Laura, just in. Whoa! Very well done. You played a blinder there. Simon and Debbie, lovely to have the Christmases with us for round 2. That's good. And Serge and Parry, lovely low scoring from you. Really very impressive indeed. Anyway, best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 today is US presidents. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first and who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many US presidents whose surnames contain 3 or more vowels as they could. Richard?
Yep, simply looking for the full name of any US president whose surname contains 3 or more vowels. That could be, they don't have to be different vowels. It could be 2 E's and an A, whatever you like. But any US president whose surname contains 3 or more vowels.
So, Serge.
OK. Herbert Hoover?
Herbert Hoover, says Serge. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Herbert Hoover. Herbert Hoover is right. And down it goes to 4. Very well done indeed, Serge. 4 for Herbert Hoover.
Well played, Serge. He's having a good show, Serge, isn't he? Nicely done. Well played, yeah, Herbert Hoover. And well done for not saying Henry Hoover as well, which we have had as an answer on this show before. And indeed, one of our 100 people said as well. So,
thanks, Rich. Simon, what would you like to go for?
Eisenhower. Oh, sorry, Dwight.
Oh, good. There we go.
Eisenhower.
Dwight Eisenhower, says Simon. Let's find out how many of our 100 people said Dwight Eisenhower. 26. 26 for Eisenhower.
Well played. He's got 5 vowels in his surname. He is not mucking about, is he, Eisenhower? 3 E's and I don't know. 3,
you're right.
Yeah.
3 E's, there's that one.
You've only got 2. You've got a long name for someone with only 2 vowels in their surname.
Yeah, all right.
Blimey. Look, consonants doing a lot of heavy lifting in your surname.
I know. Beautifully structured, though.
I've got as many vowels as you have.
True.
Same ones as well.
Just much better economy.
Shorter name.
Much better economy.
Anyway, listen, that's by the by.
That's by the by. Matthew.
I'm going to go for Franklin Roosevelt.
OK, Franklin Roosevelt, says Matthew. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. $23.
2 O's, 2 E's.
That's the one. Well, thank you very much. We're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. Well done, 4 for Serge and Parry. Serge knocking it out the park today. 23 is where we find Matthew and Laura. And then 26 is where we find Simon and Debbie. A little bit ahead there, but Debbie, a nice low score from you will keep you in the game in the next pass. So good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? Laura, we are looking for the full names of US presidents whose surnames contain 3 or more vowels.
OK, this isn't a very good round for me, unfortunately. So I'm just going to have to go with an obvious one and say George Washington.
George Washington, says Laura. OK, you're on 23. Here is your red line. If you can get below that, with George Washington, you are through to the head-to-head. Let's see how many people said George Washington. Well, not bad. 40. Takes your total up to 63.
Only president never to have lived in the White House, George Washington. I was really going through his name, making sure there were 3 vowels, and I was glad to find the O just at the end. Yeah.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. Now, Debbie, what are you going to go for?
Oh, dear. This is a struggle for me. I'm going to have to go for Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan, says Debbie. OK, your target's 36. Here's the red line that represents that. Get below that with Ronald Reagan, and you're through to the head-to-head. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. You've done it. Well done. Well done. 26, exactly the same score as Simon. There will be Christmases in our third round. That's what we all wanted to hear. Very well done indeed. Richard.
Nicely played. Yeah, his surname is 50% vowels. 3 out of 6. Same as Hoover.
Thank you, Richard. Now then, Parry. There you are. You're on 4. A score of 58 or less from you keeps you in the game.
I can only think of one at the moment. Martin Van Buren.
Martin Van Buren, says Parry. Not a bad one to think of.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, here's your red line. Get below that with Martin Van Buren, and you are into the head-to-head. It's right. And it's through. And it's pointless. That's a pointless answer. It adds £250 to today's jackpot, takes total up to 2,250, and it scores you nothing, and it leaves your total at 4. That's hilarious. I can only think of one. It's the pointless answer.
I was genuinely worried there, because presidents are not everyone, so you're going, oh, I've only got one, you're thinking this could be anything. Yeah, just knock off the best answer you could possibly go for, Martin Van Buren. Well done. He's the first name that springs to a lot of people's minds when we say American president, isn't he? I mean, not Obama, who would have scored you 56 points, but Martin Van Buren. There's actually only 4 pointless answers in all. I'll give you some of the lower scorers. Jefferson would have scored you 8, Coolidge 2, Madison 2, and Harrison would have scored you 2. That would be William Henry Harrison. Benjamin Harrison would have scored you 1. Franklin Pierce 1, 1 for Grover Cleveland and Millard Fillmore. And here are the 4 pointless answers. One of them is Martin Van Buren, Harry's favourite. James Garfield, James Buchanan, and James Monroe. Very well done if you've got any of those at home.
Thank you very much, Richard. So we find ourselves at the end of the second round. We have to say goodbye to another pair. Laura and Matthew, I'm afraid you are our high scorers. It's been lovely having you with us. We will see you again next time and look forward to that. But meantime, thanks so much. Laura and Matthew. Right, for the remaining 2 pairs, it's now time for our head-to-head. Congratulations, Surgeon Parry, Simon and Debbie. You're now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for that jackpot, which currently stands at £2,250.
And it's our 2 returning pairs.
Yeah.
No, I think Simon and Debbie are looking quite confident until Martin Van Buren came out, and now I think the fear of God has gone into them.
2 returning pairs, but neither pair has been in the head-to-head before. Interesting. Anything could happen.
Let's do it, shall we?
Shall we? OK, let's play the head-to-head. Here is your first question, and it concerns Harrison Ford films. Richard.
I'll show you 5 stills now from Harrison Ford films. Can you identify the films?
Thank you very much. Here come the stills. We've got A, B, C, D, and E. There we are. 5 stills from Harrison Ford films. Surgeon Parry, you've been our low scorers throughout the show, so you get to go first.
We'll go for A, Working Girl.
Working Girl, say Surgeon Parry for A, Working Girl. Now then, Simon and Debbie, do you fancy talking us through the rest of that board?
B, possibly a bridge too far. C, is it the Mosquito Coast? I'm not 100% sure on that. And D is The Fugitive, and E is Ender's Game. So, which one do we think?
If you go for Ender's Game, if you're not sure about Mosquito Coast.
We'll have E, Ender's Game.
OK, Ender's Game, say Simon and Debbie for E. So we have Working Girl and Ender's Game. Surgeon Parry have gone for Working Girl for A. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. It's right. Oh, that's good. Down to 8. Very well done indeed, Surgeon Parry. Simon and Debbie, meanwhile, have gone for Ender's Game for E. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Ender's Game. It's right. It's another good answer. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. Down against 9. Oh. Very well done. Serge and Parry, though, you just win that one, which means after one question, you're up 1-0.
Good play from both teams there. Both very good answers. I haven't seen Ender's Game. You seen Ender's Game?
No.
Is it a good film?
Yeah, very good.
Not as bad as people say.
OK, let's take a look at the rest, shall we? B is the best answer up there. It's the sequel to The Guns of Navarone. It's Force 10 from Navarone. Well done if you said that. Would have scored you 1 point, so terrific answer. C is Witness. Witness, you won't be the only person who said Mosquito Coast, I suspect. 13 for that. And I think the one that more people would have got is D. It's the highest answer there, 33 points for The Fugitive.
Thanks very much, Richard. Here comes your second question. Simon and Debbie, you get to answer it first, but you have to win this one to stay in the game, so best of luck. Our second question today is all about Kilimanjaro.
You went up it?
I did. I'm now thinking I'll have to know some of the answers to this.
What if you are one of the answers? 5 clues now to facts about Kilimanjaro.
OK, thank you very much. Let's reveal our 5 clues. Here they come. Country in which it is located. This band mentioned it in the lyrics of their 1983 UK hit Africa. Bowler nicknamed King of Spain, who played in a record-breaking game of cricket on the mountain. It appears in the Circle of Life sequence in this 1994 Disney film, and the US author who wrote the 1936 short story The Snows of Kilimanjaro. I'm going to read those again. Country in which it is located. This band mentioned it in the lyrics of their 1983 UK hit Africa. Bowler nicknamed King of Spain, who played in a record-breaking game of cricket on the mountain. It appears in the Circle of Life sequence in this 1994 Disney film, and the US author who wrote the 1936 short story The Snows of Kilimanjaro. There we are. Simon and Debbie, you will go first.
No, go. Yeah.
Second one from the top, please.
Yes.
Toto.
Toto,
Yes.
say Simon and Debbie. Toto. Now then, Serge and Parry.
What is
Lion,
that?
that's Lion King.
Oh, Lion King.
Bottom one, I don't know. So I suppose we have to have a gamble on the country. Tanzania, Kenya, or Rwanda.
Yeah. Are we going to go for Tanzania?
Tanzania, the country it's in. So we have Toto and we have Tanzania. Simon and Debbie said Toto for Africa. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Toto. $44. And Serge and Parry have gone for Tanzania, the country in which you will find it. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Tanzania.
Yeah, it's wrong.
It's absolutely right. It is Tanzania. And it wins you the point. Look at that, down goes to 27. Very, very strong indeed. And that means Serge and Parry, after only 2 questions, you are straight through to the final 2-0.
Very nicely done. Tanzania, of course, a very good name for a sunbed shop. What was it like going up Kilimanjaro?
Oh, it was hard, Richard.
Was it difficult?
It was actually, yeah.
Did you get, like, oxygen deprivation?
Mountain sickness.
Yeah.
Yes, a bit. I didn't get as badly as some did.
Who got it worst?
I think Dan Walker probably got it the worst.
Because he's the tallest.
He's the tallest,
So
that's
he's
why,
already
of
got
course.
altitude
Yeah,
sickness.
Exactly, there you are.
I sometimes wonder who the tallest man ever to climb Everest was, because they're the person who's been the highest above sea level of anyone ever. I don't know if there's anyone my height has ever climbed Everest. And if there isn't, I might climb it.
You should, I think you should.
That's a new world record.
There you are. There you are, right there.
Talking of world records,
Yes.
this bowler,
This is Ashley Giles.
Ashley Giles, is the answer, and would have scored you 4 points. Circle of Life, it was The Lion King, and it's a lower scorer, actually, than 44, would have scored you 36. And the US author?
Is Hemingway.
Hemingway would have scored you the point. 12 points for Hemingway.
You knew it.
Oh, really?
Oh,
well.
I love how gutted you look about that, Serge.
Thank you very much. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round, and I'm afraid this is the end of the line for you. But Simon and Debbie, we say goodbye to the Christmases. It's been lovely having you on, though. Thanks so much for playing, and playing so well. Today's been a really tremendous show. Thank you very much. Simon and Debbie, everyone.
Thank you.
Time for Serge and Parry. It is now time for our Pointless Final. Congratulations, Serge and Parry. You've seen off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless Trophy. You now have a chance to win our Pointless Jackpot. At the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £2,250. Now, last time, Parry, you were responsible for... Actually, it was a very good answer, but it was just too obscure for our list. But it was scored 100 and saw you off the show. Today, responsible for our only pointless answer. So very, very well done.
Redeemed myself.
Yeah, oh, and some. Very, very well done. Performed phenomenally well across the whole show.
Thank you.
Now, as always, you have to choose your category for today's final, and you'll be given 4 choices on the board. Let's see what they are. We have European battles, Brit Award winners in the 2010s, animated films, famous English horse races.
Okay.
What do you think?
Can I go home now? We don't know European battles.
European battles will be difficult. I should know the British Awards, but I don't know. No.
Animated films.
That's not us, is it?
No.
No.
Famous English horse races. Do you think that might be...
Should we try it?
No.
I mean, if you want to have a go.
You sure?
Famous English horse races. With great reluctance.
Famous English horse races. It is.
Very best of luck. We're looking for one of the 3 following things, please. We're looking for any horse jockey or trainer, so any horse jockey or trainer who've won one of the following races in the 21st century. Any winners of the Epsom Oaks, any winners of the Ascot Gold Cup, or any winners of the King George VI Chase. So any horse jockey or trainer to have won any of those races from 2000 to 2018, please.
Thank you very much. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers, and all you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Cecil Mill... no, Cecil... What's his name? Henry Cecil.
Henry Cecil.
Who else is there?
Jenny Pittman.
What's the sangsters? They're all from the past. Jockeys, any new jockeys? He's rather quick.
In the 2000s, 8 McCoy.
He jumps horses, doesn't he?
Okay.
I don't know the name of any horse.
Trainers, jockey, or horse, didn't he?
I don't know the name of any horses that win the Oaks.
Tiger Road won
Yeah, but no,
something.
they jump over horses. Over fences, sorry.
Right.
Over horses. We are struggling on this one. Any more?
Foreign
Just name anybody.
Gold Cup winner. Who's the Gold Cup winner?
What's Sheikh Maktoum? Is he
Sheikh
the owner?
Maktoum, yeah. He's the trainer.
He's not a trainer, is he? He'll have a
Might
bunch
be.
of
10 seconds left.
Who does what? Sheikh Maktoum is the
Yeah, I
trainer.
really have no Jenny Pittman. We'll have to just go for
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Yep, I think we're...
OK, well, that is your minute up. It sounds like you were struggling there,
Yeah,
but let's have your 3 answers.
Henry Cecil anyway, because I don't know if it was before that time, because he passed away recently. Didn't he?
OK, so you're going to go for Henry Cecil.
Henry
For
Cecil.
which one?
The Oaks.
The Oaks, OK.
We'll go for Sheikh Maktoum. Again for the Oaks.
Yeah.
OK, Sheikh Maktoum for the Oaks.
Jenny Pittman. Go for the one, maybe the third one, the King George.
Yeah.
OK, do you want to take
Pittman
that?
for the King
Jenny
George.
Pittman for the King George VI. OK, there we are. Those are your 3 answers. Of those 3, which is your best shot, do you think, at a pointless answer?
Henry Cecil.
Henry
in the
Cecil.
Oaks.
Let's put Henry Cecil last. What's your least likely to be pointless?
Sheikh Maktoum.
Sheikh Maktoum. Let's put him first, and then Jenny Pittman goes in the middle. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order then, and here they are. We have got Sheikh Maktoum, Jenny Pittman, and Henry Cecil. Very, very best of luck. It was a tough category for you, I know. But sometimes these things can land well. You never know. If you were to win that jackpot, £2,250, what would you like to do with it?
Get a book on horse races and look it up.
That's shutting the stable door, isn't it?
It is shutting the stable door.
A weekend away would be nice.
Probably a weekend away. I also like to, if we ever win, is give something to charity. I've always done that in any situation where we've had money.
Very good.
Something like that.
Okay.
And a weekend away, as those.
Lovely. Best of luck. So, in the first instance, we are looking for winners of the Epsom Oaks, and you have named Sheikh Maktoum. Let's see if that's right. This is your least confident answer, but let's see if it's right. Sheikh Maktoum.
Oh, what? No?
I saw him training that horse once.
OK, Sheikh Maktoum, that's an incorrect answer. Your next answer was Jenny Pitman. In this case, we were looking for winners of the King George VI chase in the 21st century. Jenny Pitman, this is your second answer for this jackpot round. £2,250 at stake here. Let's find out how many of our 100 people said Jenny Pitman, if it's right.
Oh.
Bad luck. I'm afraid Jenny Pitman, also an incorrect answer. Your third and final answer, the answer you thought was your best shot at a pointless answer, was Henry Cecil. In this case, we were once again looking for winners of the Epsom Oaks in the 21st century for £2,250. Let's see if that's right, and then let's see how many of our 100 people said Henry Cecil.
Oh.
It is right.
What?
Henry Cecil is a correct answer. There we go, down it goes, through the 20s and to the teens. We're in single figures, still going down, still going down. You have done it! Unbelievable! I mean to say, what about that? Wowie!
So much.
That's hilarious. How surprising is
I'm
that?
shocked.
Wow.
I have to put my chin up. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm totally shocked.
That is what we call on this show pulling a Martin Van Buren. That's what we call that.
Well done. Nice one.
Well, congratulations, Henry Cecil was a pointless answer, which means you go home with our jackpot of £2,250. Very well done indeed.
Very well done. Listen, you don't need me to tell you this. You know full well that Henry Cecil won the Oaks twice in the 21st century, 2000, 2007, with Love Divine and Light Shift, both of which were also pointless answers as well. For anyone who knows about horse racing at all, there's loads and loads of pointless answers here. Let's take a look at some of them. We'll start with the Oaks. There's a few answers here. Aidan O'Brien, trainer. There's Henry Cecil, Johnny Murtagh. Ouija board, that's one of the horses. Everything there was a pointless answer apart from Frankie Dettori, Ryan Moore, Enable, John Gosden, Kieran Fallon and Minding. Let's take a look now at the Ascot Gold Cup. Estimate, there's John Gosden is a pointless answer on this one. Kieran Fallon, Yates as well. Everything pointless there, apart from, again, Frankie Dettori, Jamie Spencer, Michael Stout and Stradivarius. And finally, the King George VI Stakes. Best mate, a pointless answer. Henrietta Knight, Paul Nicholls, Ruby Walsh, a pointless answer. So some very big names in the pointless answers there. Everything there pointless, apart from Tony McCoy, who would have scored you 2, Cato Starr, Mike Bite and Nicky Henderson. Those scored points. Everything else was pointless. Very well done if you got one at home.
Thanks, Richard, and thanks once again to our winning players, Serge and Parry, who go away with today's jackpot of £2,250. Very well done. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye. Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the game where we aim for the obscure and we ignore the obvious. Let's meet today's players. And couple number 1.
Hi there, I'm Jessica and this is Gary, and we're work colleagues from London.
Couple number 2.
Hello, I'm Jamie. This is my cousin Corey, and we're from Banbridge in Northern Ireland.
Couple number 3.
Hi, I'm Gemma, this is Zoe, and we're friends from Leeds.
And finally, couple number 4.
Hi, I'm Angharad. This is my twin sister Megan, and we're from Denbigh in North Wales.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. Lovely to have you here on Pointless. We'll chat a bit further as the show goes along. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. He's been illegally tapped up to star in another quiz show. I won't name it, but let's just say he's been egg-head hunted. That's not going to happen. My Pointless friend is Richard.
Hiya. Afternoon, everybody. Welcome along. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
We've got one returning pair, Zoe and Gemma. Welcome back. They didn't join the 200 club last time.
No.
Which is good, but they did join the 190 club, which is close, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we had a lovely final round last time, Steve and Pauline. So we had a couple of pointless answers in the last show. It was a good show. and they needed one more to take home that jackpot. And they got a 1-pointer in that final round. 1 point answer.
Always tough.
That's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah. So as you've gathered, Pauline and Steve didn't win the jackpot last time, so we're adding another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at £2,500. There we are. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Just remember this, if nothing else. It's the pair with the highest score at the end of each round that gets eliminated, so just keep your scores nice and low. Everything's marvellous. Best of luck to all 4 pairs. Our first category today is television. Can you all decide in your pairs? Who's going to go first? Who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns TV medics. Richard.
On each board, you're going to see the names of 7 fictional TV medics. You also see the actor who played them and the initials of the show they were in. Can you name those shows, please?
Thank you very much indeed. So let's reveal our TV medics and see if you can identify these shows. Here's our first board of 7. We have Vet, James Herriot, Christopher Timothy, ACGAS. Nurse Ethel Carr, Ruth Sheen. B. Emergency Nurse Practitioner Charlie Fairhead, Derek Thompson. C. GP Prem Sharma, Sanjeev Bhaskar, TID. Pathologist Nikki Alexander, Amelia Fox, SW. Dr. Mark Sloan, Dick Van Dyke, DM. And Dr. Caroline Todd, Tamsin Gregg, GW. I'll read those character names again. Vet James Herriot, Nurse Ethel Carr, Emergency Nurse Practitioner Charlie Fairhead, GP Prem Sharma, Pathologist Nikki Alexander, Dr. Mark Sloan and Dr. Caroline Todd. We're after the names of those shows. Jessica, welcome to Pointless. Good to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
So I work as an investigator for the UK regulator for goods and contents charged to your mobile phone.
Right
Whoa,
there.
An investigator.
Investigator.
Now we're talking.
Come on. What are you investigating?
So we investigate things that are charged to your phone bill. So that can be like donating to charity, or it could be voting on a TV competition, maybe for people to win. And it could be game downloads, things like that.
Wow.
Do you think that Jessica is here possibly to investigate one of us?
I think she would have said that she was a civil servant if she was actually here, if she was here on business. I think she's very much on a day off.
In which case, phew.
Yeah. It's a relief, isn't it?
What a relief.
Uh-oh.
Oh. OK, thank you very much. Now, Jessica, great to have you with us. What are you going to... Is everything OK, Jessica? Are you happy?
This
Everyone
board is
looking after
not
you
looking
OK?
good for me.
OK.
I don't want to let Gary down. He's going to hate me, but I think I'm going to go for the third one down and go for Casualty.
Derek Thompson, Casualty. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Casualty. It is Casualty. Ooh, look down, it goes to 79. There we are, 79. Gets us off to a good start.
Yeah, he's been in that show, Derek Thompson, since it began 33 years ago. Do you know what, Jessica, when you were saying I don't want to let Gary down, Gary had the loveliest expression on his entire face. There isn't anyone in the world who would be cooler with being let down, I think, than Gary in that moment. However, once you gave the answer, just a fury.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Jamie, welcome to Pointless. Good to have you here from Banbridge.
Yes.
Tell us all about yourself, Jamie.
Well, I'm currently a student studying mathematics at Queen's in Belfast.
How's that going? You enjoying it?
It's going well, yeah. I've just finished my 3rd year.
So hang on, do you do 4 years there?
Yes,
or...
I'm doing a master's, so I've still got 1 more year left to go.
Jamie, tell us, what else do you get up to? What are your hobbies?
Well, I quite like television. I like listening to music. Yeah, just various forms of entertainment, really. I like watching movies as well. But unfortunately, not TV medics. That is not my strong point.
Are you struggling here?
Yes.
Interesting.
So it's going to be a bit of a guess, unfortunately. Although this somehow rings a bell, I might have just made it up, but I'm going to go for Dr. Mark Sloan.
Yeah.
And hopefully that's Dr. Monroe. Again, might have just made this up. But...
Dr. Monroe. It's a great thing to have made up. You just made it up. Anyway, Dr. Monroe. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Dr. Monroe. It's a great thing to have made up. There you are, Jamie. Sounds like a great show. 100 points for that. I'm afraid an incorrect answer.
Yeah, not a correct answer, I'm afraid. But it does put pressure on anyone else who gives us a wrong answer to have a really good one. If you're going to make something up, make up something good.
Yeah.
To try and beat Dr. Monroe. Oh, I'm hearing the BBC have just commissioned it. You are... Oh, no, I'm hearing Ben Miller is the...
There we go.
Is the doctor.
Thanks very much, Richard. Zoe, welcome back.
Thank you.
Remind us all about yourself, Zoe.
I work for a major supermarket up in Leeds, and in my spare time I like to do a bit of gardening. I love a bit of baking, and I am also doing maths as well as a degree part-time.
Just for fun. Now, so we discovered last time you work in the homewares department, so your gardening and baking, I mean, this just falls beautifully for you.
Yeah.
OK, now, Zoe, what are you going to go for?
I know a few. I might do a bit of a risky one, though.
Go on.
I'm going to go for Dr. Mark Sloan, and I think it's Diagnosis Murder.
Diagnosis Murder. Dick Van Dyke. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Diagnosis Murder. It's a good answer. 100's the high score, 79's the low, and you passed both of those comfortably. Down it goes to 24. Very well done. 24 for Diagnosis Murder.
Well played, Zoe. It used to be on in the afternoons all the time, didn't it, Diagnosis Murder? And his real-life son plays his son in the show as well. Dick Van Dyke's son.
Wow.
Barry.
Wow, Barry Van Dyke?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, right, sorry, OK. Yeah, why not? Thank you very much. Ang Harrod.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. Good to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Ang Harrod.
So I'm trying to pursue a career in acting at the moment. So I've mainly just been auditioning for drama school this year and then doing some bits and bobs like some short films and some corporate work to see where it goes from here.
Fantastic. So have you been to drama school? Or
No,
have you been...
just auditioning at the moment and then I'm still waiting on some of those results.
Well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
How exciting. Maybe a nice little medical drama.
Dr. Monroe.
Dr. Monroe. They are casting right now. And tell us something else about yourself. So tell us something surprising about yourself.
So we both used to play table tennis for Wales.
Wow.
What about that?
I didn't know Wales enjoyed watching table tennis, but it's...
The pair of you, twins, where did you play? How far did you get? What
So
sort
I
of
guess our
events did you
biggest
play?
competition was we went to the Commonwealth Games in
Oh, for
Delhi in
goodness sake.
2010 and Glasgow in 2014.
Wow. And have you hung your bats up now, then?
Yeah,
or...
we've stopped sort of playing competitively now. We'll still play for fun occasionally, but just trying new things now.
How amazing. OK, now, Ang Harrod, fill in this board for us.
OK. So I know Emilia Fox is Silent Witness and Tamsin Gregg is Green Wing. Is Ruth Sheen Blackadder? I don't know if that's a stupid thing to say, but I think I'm going to go for Dr. Caroline Todd and Green Wing.
OK, Green Wing for the Tamsin Gregg part. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Green Wing. It's right. And down it goes to 16. Very well done indeed. Best score of the pass, Ang Harrod.
That's a terrific answer, Ang Harrod. Very well played. You are quite right about Emilia Fox. Would have scored you more points, though. It was Silent Witness. Would have scored you 37. Now, let's go to the top, shall we? Vet James Herriot.
All Creatures Great and Small.
All Creatures Great and Small is absolutely right. 44 for that. Nurse Ethel Coates, not Blackadder. Very well done at home is the best answer on the board. If you said Bramwell, 3 points for that. And Sanjeev Bhaskar.
The Indian Doctor.
The Indian Doctor, another daytime show as well. 9 points for Sanjeev.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, well, let's have a look at the scores. We're halfway through the round. Well done, Ang Harrod. Best score of the past. 16 there. Then we travel up to 24, where we find Zoe and Gemma. 79 at the other end of the scale. We've got Jessica and Gary. And then right up to the top score there, Jamie and Corey, I'm afraid. Corey, let's see what happens in the next pass. A nice low score from you wouldn't hurt, though. Good luck. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, we're going to put 7 more fictional TV medics up on the board, and here they are. We have got Nurse Trixie Franklin, Helen George, CTM, Junior Doctor Ruby Walker, Amrita Acharya, TGKH, GP Martin Ellingham, Martin Clunes, DM, Pathologist Laura Hobson, Claire Holman, L, Surgeon Benjamin Franklin, Hawkeye Pierce, Alan Alder, M, Nurse Megan Roberts, Neris Hughes, TDN, and GP Jimmy Clay, Adrian Lewis Morgan, D. I will read all of those again. Nurse Trixie Franklin, Junior Dr. Ruby Walker, GP Martin Ellingham, Pathologist Laura Hobson, Surgeon Benjamin Franklin Hawkeye Pierce, Nurse Megan Roberts, and GP Jimmy Clay. There we are. Megan, welcome.
Hi.
Well, but before we even start, I know something surprising about you. Tell us all about yourself.
Sure, so I work for the research and evaluation team at an education charity. So basically our team's role is to measure the impact that the charity's having on disadvantaged students.
Very good indeed. And what do you do for fun?
So yeah, again, a big sports fan. I also really like to travel. We've got sort of a bucket list between us where we're trying to go to every country in Europe by the time we're 30. So trying to tick some off as...
That's pretty good. I mean, did you travel a lot when you were playing ping pong? Ping pong. Table tennis. Sorry.
That's all right.
Ping pong.
Yeah, I think that's definitely where our interest in travel started. So we would try and get to see some places when we visited, but sometimes it would be the hotel, the airport, the sports hall, and that's about it.
That's about
Yeah.
Fun though. Anyway, now Megan, there you are on 16. If you can score 83 or less, you're into round 2.
Sure. I'm really glad that Angharad got a good score in round 1 because this isn't a particularly good board for me, so I might have to play it really safe. So I think I'll go for the top one, which I'm hoping is Call the Midwife.
CTM, Call the Midwife, stands to reason. Let's see, here's your red line. Can you get below that with Call the Midwife? It's right, and you're absolutely through, Megan. Well done. Down it goes to 29. Takes your total up to 45.
Safe and sound, well done. Such a big hit series, Call the Midwife, based on the memoirs of Jennifer Worth. Set in sort of 50s and 60s, East End of London.
Thank you very much, Richard. Gemma, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Gemma.
I run an under-5s children's play space in Leeds that I opened up last year. And when I'm not playing with children all day, I go home and play with my toddler.
Oh, so there we are. It's toddlers and children all the way. What time do you start in the morning?
9, but I usually get there about 10 past.
Anyway, so I cut you off. You're about to say, and a dog. You've got a dog as well.
Yeah, my firstborn.
What sort of dog have you got?
A Cocker Spaniel called Maisie.
Very nice. OK. Now, Gemma, what are you going to go for here? 75 or less gets you through to the next round.
I know 2, and they're both really obvious ones, so I'll go with the third one, Doc Martin.
OK, Doc Martin for the Martin Clunes one. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Doc Martin. There's your red line. It is Doc Martin, and look at that. Through you go. 64, taking your total up to 88.
Yeah, another lovely series. He took over when Doc Munro was struck off.
Oh, give the game away. Doc Munro, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. OK, so, Corey, welcome. Tell us all about yourself, Corey.
I am a computer science student, currently in my 3rd year. I'm in my placement year, actually, so I'm out in industry, and then next year I'll return.
And then back you come. You bring all the wisdom of the outside world back to the faculty.
Somewhat, yeah.
Very exciting. What are your interests, Corey?
I like to play hockey and golf. Hockey whenever golf or hockey's over, I like to go and play golf.
Very good. OK, Corey, you're the high scorers. What are you going to go for?
Well, my answer has just been taken, and Jamie has left me with quite a mountain to climb, so I'm going to go for the bottom question, GP Jimmy Clay for doctors.
Doctors,
yeah.
Says Corey. No red line, you're the high scorers. Let's see what happens when we say doctors. It's right. That's quite a low score, 33. Not bad. Takes your total up to 133.
It's a good answer. It's been on BBC Daytime for 19 years. Doctors.
Wow. Thank you, Richard. Now, Gary. Gary, welcome to Pointless. Tell us all about yourself, Gary.
OK, well, by day, I work as an investigator with Jessica, but by night, I'm a martial arts instructor in Wing Chun Kung Fu.
Wow.
Wow.
See, that's fine. Do you work as a pair in your investigations?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes Jessica helps me out with my investigations and I help her.
Wow, she kicks down the door.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
Gary
you
just comes in.
You ever on stakeout together?
Never.
Be fun, that. Gary, you're on 79. 53 or less gets you into the next round. Do you feel like taking us through that board?
I would like to take you through the board, but I only know one of the answers, I think, which is Hawkeye Pierce, MASH.
And that's the one you're going to go
That's the one I'm going to go for.
Here is your red line. Can you get below this red line with MASH? Let's find out. Right. Done it. Done it. Look at that, 43. Very well done indeed. Takes your total up to 122.
Very well played, Gary. I think the final episode of that at the time was the highest-rated TV show in history in the US when it went out. Shall we take a little look at the rest and fill them in? Do you know the junior doctor Ruby Walker? It's another great series, ITV series, The Good Karma Hospital. Which scored you 9 points. Now, people will know this next series, but hard to get just from the initial L. Is it Lewis?
Lewis.
Which scored you 10. And Nurse Megan Roberts.
Was the district nurse.
It was indeed, yeah. The wonderful Neris Hughes, and she would have scored you 15 points.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, we're at the end of our first round. Let's have a quick look at those scores and see who we have to say goodbye to. Corey and Jamie, I'm afraid the high score of 133 is yours. Great to have you on. We hardly got to chat, but we'll see you again next time. We look forward to that very much. Meantime, thank you so much, Corey and Jamie. But for the remaining three pairs, it is now time for round two. Welcome to round two, and as you'll see, we've lost one of our pairs. Well done, you survived that round. Angharad, lowest individual score. Very well done indeed. Angharad and Megan, lowest combined scores as well. So all looking very, very strong on that far podium. Best of luck to all three pairs. Our category for round two today is higher education. Can you all decide in your pairs? Who's going to go first? Who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many countries with at least one of the world's best 500 universities as they could. Richard?
Yeah, in September 2018, the Times Higher Education Supplement published its list of the 500 best universities in the world, just any country in which one of those universities is situated. Please, as always by country, we mean a sovereign state that's a member of the UN in its own right.
Thank you very much, Richard. Jessica?
Hopefully this will be low. So I'm thinking the United Arab Emirates.
The UAE,
Yeah.
says Jessica. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said the UAE. It's right. I think that deserves a lovely low score, Jessica. Let's hope the tower concurs. That goes to one. Very well done indeed. Excellent start to the round. The UAE.
That's very good thinking, because I guess, of course, right, they would. And they got 2 in that top 500, the UAE.
Greedy.
Good answer.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Gemma.
Don't want to go too obscure, because maybe they don't have a good university.
That's it, isn't it? That's the thing. But obscure enough to be fun.
I'm just going to go with Norway.
Norway. Norway. Well, let's see. How many of our 100 people said Norway? Norway's right. The only score we have so far is 1. Norway, 13.
They've got 4 universities on the list, Norway.
Goodness.
It's a lot, isn't it?
That is a lot. Thank you very much indeed. OK, now, Megan.
So I think, again, I don't want to go for something too obscure, but there have been really good scores so far, so I might have to take a tiny bit of a risk. I might try South Africa.
OK, South Africa, says Megan. Let's see how many of our 100 people said South Africa. It's right. 13's the high score, 1 is the low. 10. 10 for South Africa.
4 South African universities in that list.
Thanks very much indeed. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a look at those scores. 1, the best score of the past. Very well done to you, Jessica. Great start to the round. Made everybody else think extra hard, so very well done, Jessica. Then we travel up to 10, where we find Megan and Angharad. Then up to 13, where we find Gemma and Zoe. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? So, Angharad, we're looking for the name of any country that has at least one of the world's best 500 universities.
OK. I'm going to stick with the Scandinavian theme and go for Finland.
Finland, says Angharad. OK, you do actually get a red line. But let's see what happens when we say Finland. It's right. $13 for Norway, 6 for Finland. Takes your total up to 16.
Yeah, and they've got 8 universities on the list. I will not go through them all.
No,
but
don't
they're very good at education, the Finns. You don't start school in Finland till you're 7.
No, but their literacy is incredibly high.
Exactly.
Yeah, they have libraries that stay open till about 10 at night. And
because
they're packed.
Because of the sunshine.
I guess, yeah. Thank you very much indeed. Now, OK, Zoe, we turn to you. What are you going to go for? You have to score 2 or less.
I'm really not good with geography, so I'm going to also stick with the same theme. I'm going to try Sweden.
Sweden. We're going to mop up around the Arctic Circle. Zoe is saying Sweden. There is your red line. Again, also very low. Let's see what happens when we say Sweden. Sweden again. Absolutely right. 25 for Sweden. 38 is your total.
Yeah, they've got 11 universities on the list. It already feels like it's adding up to more than 500. Yes, Stockholm, Gothenburg, all sorts of Swedish universities.
Inveterate readers, the Swedish.
Oh, they love to read. I mean,
one
they read
of
Swedish.
Those, I tell you what, one of those Scandinavian countries, it is compulsory for all children to learn music the whole way through their academic career.
Hence ABBA.
Hence ABBA. But it has had the most enormous effect.
Hence Barbie Girl by Aqua.
Exactly, hence.
Hence Roxette.
There you go.
It's really worth doing.
Yeah, it really is. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. OK, now, Gary.
Hi, Alexander.
Oh, look at that. You're on 1. You only have to score 36 or less to get through. Jessica really set the bar there, I think, with her fabulous first answer of UAE. What are you going to go for?
Well, I'm thinking Far East, so I'm thinking South Korea.
South Korea. Here is your red line. Can you get below this red line with South Korea? Let's find out. It's right. And you're through. Very well done. And down it goes to 3. Fantastic work, Gary. Takes your total up to 4. Sees you very comfortably through.
10 universities on that list. The highest one, I think, is Seoul National University. Very good answer. There are some pointless answers up there, actually. I'll give you some low scorers. 2 points for Hungary and Turkey, 1 point for Chile, Estonia, Saudi Arabia, and we already heard United Arab Emirates from Jessica. But here are the pointless answers. All of these have got universities in that top 500. Cyprus, Iceland, Iran, Jordan, Lebanon, Luxembourg. They've got 1 in there, Luxembourg. Malaysia would have been a lovely answer, as a pointless answer, as is Qatar. Take a look at the top 3 answers. Germany, they've got 44 universities on the list.
Too many, too many.
Too many. Germany would have scored you 59. France, 62 points there. And the United States is top there with 88 points. Now, the United States, guess how many of those top 500 universities are in the US?
Shall we say 138?
Ooh, 123.
Ooh.
It's a lot, isn't it?
That's a lot.
I don't know how many UK universities are on that list, but it'll be a few.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we are at the end of our second round, which means we have to say goodbye to another pair. And Zoe and Gemma, I'm so sorry. This is the end of the road for you. It's been great having you on Pointless both shows, but I'm afraid this is where we say goodbye. Zoe and Gemma, thank you so much. But for the remaining 2 pairs, it's now time for our head-to-head. Congratulations, Megan, Angharad, Jessica and Gary. You are now 1 step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £2,500. Well, you now pay as pairs, and the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. What about this?
That was impressive, that last round, wasn't it? 'Cause it's one of those ones where you don't know for sure what the answers are, so you have to try and be smart. And they were very smart.
Yeah,
especially on that
everyone was
first
smart.
podium. Goodness
Yeah,
me.
absolutely. This is going to be very, very hard fought. I think very, very best of luck to both pairs. Let's play the head-to-head. Here's your first question, and our first question today is all about joints.
We're going to show you 5 woodworking joints now. You have to tell us what these joints are called, please. We will give you the first and last letters of each word in them.
Excellent. OK, let's find out what the joints are. Here they come. We have got A, D, L. B, T, E, A, D, G, E. C, R, T. D, D, O. And E, M, E. There you are, 5 types of joint. Megan and Angharad, you're our low scorers, so you get to go first.
So I think we're going to have to make something up because we don't know any of them. And we thought the one that we'd have the best chance at making up would be D. So we're going to go for Dido. We're going to go for Dido.
Dido. OK, Dido. Nice classical joint there. Jessica and Gary, do you fancy talking us through the rest of that board? Or the whole of the board, if you like?
I think we're the same.
Yeah, we're going to have to make something up.
We're going to have to make something up. We don't know our joints.
We don't do woodwork.
Yeah, don't do woodwork.
No.
Not in investigations.
You make something up.
We'll go with D as well. We'll say Devo.
OK, so essentially changing a D for a V there. OK, so we've got Dido and Devo. Megan and Angharad went for Dido for D. Let's see if that's right. For now, let's just see if it's right. It's no, not a Dido joint. Jessica and Gary gone for the same joint, and they're going for Devo. Let's see if that's right. Nope. Which means, after one question, it's 0-0. Richard.
And a generation of woodworkers have just stormed off to their sheds in disgust at home. Now, that one, you sometimes have a rail along your wall.
Dado.
It's a dado, yeah. And that dado would have scored you 13 points. Let's fill in all of these, shall we? The first one?
Dovetail.
Is dovetail. Would have scored 47. The next one?
Tongue and groove.
This is the biggest scorer, tongue and groove. Would have scored you 69 points. C, do you know that one? It's the best answer up there. It's rabbit.
Huh.
7 points for that. And the last one?
Again, I don't know.
Is a mitre. And mitre would have scored you 43. You might have guessed that one.
I might have.
That went well.
That did go well. Anyway, there we go. Right, well, everything's still to play for. Here comes your second question. Jessica and Gary, you get to answer this one first. Second question today is all about words beginning with an A and ending with a Z. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to give you 5 clues now that lead you to a word that begins with A and ends with Z, but which is the most obscure answer.
OK, let's have a look at our 5 clues. Here they come. Surname of the Cuban actor and band leader who married Lucille Ball in 1940. Adjective meaning filled with a continuous humming sound. Animated film starring Woody Allen that was released in the same year as A Bug's Life. Former maximum security prison located on an island in San Francisco Bay. And large public square in Berlin named after the Russian Tsar who visited the city in 1805. I'll read those again. Surname of the Cuban actor and band leader who married Lucille Ball in 1940. Adjective meaning filled with a continuous humming sound. Animated film starring Woody Allen that was released in the same year as A Bug's Life. Former maximum security prison located on an island in San Francisco Bay. And large public square in Berlin named after the Russian Tsar who visited the city in 1805. Jessica and Gary will go first.
OK, we think we know two. We're going for the animated film starring Woody Allen, Ants.
Ants. Say Jessica and Gary. Now then, Megan and Angharad. Do you want to talk us through that board?
So the prison is Alcatraz, but we think we're going to go for the bottom one, which we think is Alexanderplatz.
Alexanderplatz. OK, so we have Ants and we have Alexanderplatz. Jessica and Gary said Ants. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. $42 for Ants. Meanwhile, Megan and Angharad have gone for Alexanderplatz. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that for the square in Berlin. That's right. And it wins you the point. Very well done indeed. Down that goes to 10. Which means after 2 questions, Megan and Angharad, you are up 1-0.
And it's the best answer on the board as well, so well played and back on form. The rest of the answers, the surname of the Cuban actor is Arnaz, Desi Arnaz, who scored you 45. The adjective, meaning filled with a continuous humming sound.
A buzz?
A buzz is right. Well done. Would have scored 17, and you're right about Alcatraz. It's a big scorer, though. 83 points for Alcatraz.
Thank you very much indeed. So here comes your third question. Jessica and Gary, you have to win this one to stay in the game. But Megan and Angharad, you get to answer it first. Our third question today is all about two-wheeled songs. Richard.
Yeah, 5 titles of UK Top 40 hit singles now that all have a form of two-wheeled transport in their title. Can you tell us who had hits with these, please? You're going to see the initials of the artists in brackets.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, let's reveal our 5 two-wheeled song clues, and here they come. Funky Moped, JC, 1975. Les Bicyclettes de Belsize, EH, 1968. Bicycle Race, Q, 1978. Motorbikin, CS, 1975. And 9 Million Bicycles, KM, 2005. I'll read those again. Funky Moped, JC, 1975. Les Bicyclettes de Belsize, EH, 1968. Bicycle Race, Q, 1978. Motorbikin, CS, 1975. And 9 Million Bicycles, KM, 2005. Megan and Angharad, you get to go first.
I think we only know 2 for sure, so I think we're just going to go for the bottom one, which we believe is Katie Melua.
Katie Melua for 9 Million Bicycles. Now then, Jessica and Gary, over to you. Do you fancy talking us through that board?
Well, we knew that one as well, so we were hoping to go for that one. And I think we're going to take a guess and say Bicycle Race is Queen.
OK, Queen, Bicycle Race. You have Katie Melua and we have Queen. Megan and Angharad, you've gone for Katie Melua. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. It's right. Down it goes to 33. Jessica and Gary, meanwhile, have gone for Queen for Bicycle Race. Let's see how many people said Queen. Queen is right. 57 for Queen. Which means, very well done. After 3 questions, Megan and Angharad, you are through to the final, 2-0.
Now, Funky Moped, better known as a comedian. Jasper Carrot.
Oh, Jasper Carrot.
Yeah, 30 points for that. Les Bicyclettes de Belsize.
Engelbert Humperdinck.
It was Engelbert Humperdinck. Yeah, well done. Worked it out from the initials. 7 points for that. And Motorbiking.
Cat Stevens.
Chris Spedding. Chris Spedding. He would have scored you 12 points. So Engelbert Humperdinck, the best answer on that board.
Thank you very much indeed. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round. I'm afraid, Jessica and Gary, it's you. Oh, you did well, though. You're going to be back next time, and I'm sure you'll do just as well, if not a little bit better next time. Thank you so much. Meanwhile, Jessica and Gary. But for Megan and Angharad, it is now time for our pointless final. Well, congratulations, Megan and Angharad. You have fought off all the competition to win our coveted pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot, and it is currently standing, lest you forget, at £2,500. Well, very well done indeed. First visit to the show, and here you are, 2-0, in fact, in the head-to-head. We'll draw a veil over the first question, of course, the joints question. OK, what would you like to see come up, apart from table tennis?
I think capital cities would be good for us.
Good.
Some sports, so football, Welsh rugby, Olympics, that type of thing.
OK, well, very, very best of luck. 4 things will appear on the board. Let's hope you like the look of at least one of them. We have got for you today Mary, Queen of Scots, A Star is Born casts, beer, Grand National horse races in the UK and Ireland.
Definitely not horse racing.
Not horse racing.
Beer, we both like beer, so... Mary, Queen of Scots, you haven't seen the film, have you?
No.
So I've seen 2 of them, but I don't know if I could get anyone good for Stars Born.
OK,
but,
should we go for beer then? No pressure, I don't mind.
OK. Yeah, let's go for beer.
We'll go, shall we?
Shall we?
Let's
Yeah,
just go for
beer.
OK, we'll just go for beer. Hope for the
Beer.
best.
It's going to be beer?
Yeah.
Beer.
Why
Beer,
not?
beer, beer.
I thought twins were supposed to be telepathic. That was very best of luck. Let's take a look. We're looking for any style of beer, any real ale style listed on the Canberra website as of March 2019. That's not types or brands, but styles of real ale. We are looking for any of the top 25 hop-producing countries in the world in 2017. Those are the most recent figures, according to the UN, so the countries that produce the most hops. Or we're looking for any landlord of the Queen Vic in EastEnders, anyone that's been an on-screen landlord or owner of the Queen Vic, according to the EastEnders' own website. So Canberra Real Ale Style, 25 hop-producing countries and landlords at the Queen Vic. Very best of luck.
Thank you very much. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of your answers to be pointless. You don't have to answer all 3 categories. Focus on whichever categories you like the look of. Are you ready?
I think so.
Yeah.
OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
I'm sorry, we've gone for this.
It's all right, we can discuss 3 countries.
Should we go for the middle one?
Yeah. Well, I reckon Denmark, because obviously
Czech Republic with
like... Should we maybe one like not in Europe potentially, just to like spread it out? I'm trying to think where. Oh, I guess somewhere.
India, and Thailand, because they
they brew. Yeah, so they brew hop produce. I don't know, like what conditions do you need to produce?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, we could just, or like even like Thailand or India maybe.
So we guess Thailand, Czech Republic, and do you want to just guess a random South? Because I feel like Denmark might be the highest.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Should we guess like a random like South American country or something?
Yeah.
Can
you think of a beer that you've had from
No,
South
that's
America?
true.
I don't know.
I don't know. Estonia, something like that.
No, maybe it's
Is that
too
too?
obscure.
Okay.
25. Should we go for maybe
10 seconds left.
Two Asian ones.
Yeah. Okay. India.
Yeah, India, Thailand, and
Czech Republic.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
OK, that is your time up. Let's have your 3 answers. And if you could say which category you're answering
Okay,
in,
so we're just going for the hop-producing countries.
Very good.
And we're going to go for Czech Republic.
Czech Republic.
Thailand.
Thailand.
And India.
And India. Of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
India?
India will put last. Least likely to be pointless?
I reckon maybe Czech.
Yeah, Czech Republic.
OK, Czech Republic will put first, and then Thailand goes in the middle. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order then, and here they are. We have got Czech Republic, Thailand, and India. 3 good answers on the board. Who knows if they're right? Who knows? One of those might turn out to be pointless and win you £2,500. What would you like to spend that on if you were to win? Megan?
I think we'd really like to take our dad on holiday. So I think he's always wanted to go to South Africa, so it'd be really nice to treat him and take him there.
Lovely. Angharad, anything you want to add to that?
I'd better say the same thing, really, or I'm going to look like the worst daughter.
I'd like some shoes. Yeah, OK, perfect. Well, let's hope one of these 3 answers will win that jackpot for you. In all 3 cases, we're looking for the 25 top hop-producing countries of the world. Your first answer was the Czech Republic, the one you thought was probably least likely to be pointless. Let's find out if it's right. Let's find out if it is pointless for £2,500. It's right. Czech Republic, absolutely right. Now, it just has to be pointless. Down it goes through the 20s. We're into the teens. Into single figures. Down goes the Czech Republic to 4. This is good. 4 for the Czech Republic. Not a pointless answer, though, so let's turn to your next answer, Thailand. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people named it as a hop-producing country. How many of our 100 people said it? Is it pointless for £2,500? Ooh, bad luck. Not Thailand. So let's turn swiftly to your third and final answer, India. The answer you thought was your best shot at a pointless answer. Again, we're looking for the 25 top hop-producing countries. For £2,500, is India pointless? No! Oh, bad luck. Well, one very good answer in there. Two answers that sounded like they might have been right, but turned out to be incorrect. I'm afraid you didn't manage to find that all-important pointless answer, so I'm afraid you don't win the jackpot, but you do each get a pointless trophy to take home, and you have played so well across the show, so very, very well done indeed. Richard?
Yeah, it's been a cracker. And yeah, India and Thailand are not big hop-producing countries, I'm afraid. I will take you through the pointless answers in that category soon, but we will start with those camera reel ale styles, because I'm sure some people will be shouting at the telly. At home, you could have had barley wines, best bitter, old ale, strong milds, speciality, strong bitter, or strong old ales. Those are the pointless answers there. Now, let's take a look at these countries. You weren't a million miles away with Czech Republic. Austria was a pointless answer. Slovenia was a pointless answer. Ethiopia, Japan was a pointless answer. You could have had Albania. Argentina was a pointless answer. You were thinking of going down to South America. North Korea is a pointless answer. Slovakia and the Ukraine. All of those would have taken the jackpot for you. Now, the landlords of the Queen Vic and EastEnders. 3 pointless answers here. You could have had Dan Sullivan, Eddie Royal, or Roxy Mitchell. Very well done if you've got any of those at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard, and thank you, Megan and Angharad. I'm sorry you didn't win our jackpot today. That'll therefore roll over onto the next show, when we will be playing for £3,500. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye. Armstrong, and a very warm welcome to Pointless, the show where obvious answers mean nothing and obscure answers mean everything. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, Xander. My name's Dec. This is my friend Ros, and we're from Devizes.
Couple number two.
My name's Lexi. This is my dad, Andy, and we're from Englefield Green in Surrey.
Couple number three.
Hello, my name's VJ. This is my husband, Andrew, and we're from Sandwich in Kent.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, my name's Adam. This is my mum, Jill, and we're from Maidstone in Kent.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. A very warm welcome to Pointless. Wonderful to have you with us. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce, here to take us on the road less travelled before dropping us off at some random bus stop to find our own way home. It's my Pointless friend. It's Richard.
Hiya. Hey, everybody. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
What a run of shows we've had. We've given away the jackpot 3 times in a row.
What are we, a charity?
It's amazing, isn't it? Pointless jackpots are like buses in that they are chronically underfunded. Welcome back to returning pairs. VJ and Andrew got knocked out in round 1. Be nice to see a bit more of you today, I'm sure we will. And Adam and Jill, we got through to round 2 as well. And 2 lovely new pairs on the first 2.
I know, that's nice. Can we talk a bit about Devizes?
Yes, because we've had some weird things going on, haven't we?
Yeah, we flagged up a while ago. There are various places around the UK that we felt were underrepresented. We hadn't had people, for example, from Morpeth.
Yes.
And you said people from Devizes.
Yes.
Now, it's very rare we have a show that doesn't have people from Devizes or Morpeth.
I know. It's amazing, right?
Well, let's get on with it. Thank you very much. Dave and Rory won our jackpot last time, so today's jackpot starts off back at £1,000. There we are. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. As ever, it will be the pair with the highest score at the end of each round that we will be eliminating, so just keep your scores as low as you can and you'll have nothing to fear. Best of luck to all 4 pairs. Our first category today is definitions. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second, and whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns words in Armstrong. Words in Armstrong.
Yeah, we did this the other day, didn't we, with words in my name. This is a round we've stolen from Richard Osman's House of Games. But if you can't steal from yourself, who can you steal from? On each board, we're going to show you 7 definitions of words. Every single letter in those words is somewhere in the name Armstrong. So 7 on the first board, 7 on the second, 14 in all to have a go at home. All the answers that contains somewhere within some of the letters of Armstrong.
Do you know, when we had Osman, we had all kinds of interesting and very telling words.
Well, we did Richard Osman, didn't we?
We did Richard
Which was
Osman,
easier.
that's right,
I think just Osman would have been hard.
Yeah. Well, let's see what definitions we can find in Armstrong. Let's hope they're flattering. Here's our first board of 7. Having or showing a quick-witted intelligence. That's nice. S. A cup-shaped receptacle in which ingredients are crushed or ground. M. A person skilled in cutting, dressing and laying stone in buildings. M. A feeling of deep anxiety or dread. A. Hardy domesticated mammal with backward curving horns and a beard. G. A system for the detection of objects underwater using sound. S. And a ballroom dance originating in Buenos Aires. T. I'm going to read those all again. Having or showing a quick-witted intelligence, a cup-shaped receptacle in which ingredients are crushed or ground, a person skilled in cutting, dressing and laying stone in buildings, a feeling of deep anxiety or dread, hardy domesticated mammal with backward curving horns and a beard, a system for the detection of objects underwater using sound, and a ballroom dance originating in Buenos Aires. There we are. Dec, welcome.
Good evening.
From Devices.
Yes.
That hardly needs to be said these days. It's just taken as read. From Devices. Dec, tell us all about yourself.
Oh, well, I'm retired. We've lived in Devices for quite some time now. I keep busy with... I like music. I'm very fond of music, so I have a small collection of guitars and a banjo. But I think P.G. Woodhouse said a definition of a gentleman is someone who owns a banjo but doesn't play it.
And are you a gentleman in that definition?
Indubitably, yes.
Absolutely. Does it hang on a wall, the banjo?
It's on a rack with my other guitars, but it's...
How many guitars have you got when you say small collection?
Half a dozen.
What's
Just
your...
one too few, I think, is always the case when you're collecting guitars.
What's the guitar you are proudest of?
I have a Gibson SG, which is the one that the guys in AC/DC play, but it's also been used by Les Paul to play jazz, which is more my thing, so...
OK, well, very good indeed. Now, Dec, words, definitions. What do you think is going to be the lowest scoring answer there?
Well, I've got a feeling that one in the middle is a foreignish sounding word, is angst.
Angst, says Dec. Let's see how many of our 100 people said angst. It is angst. There we are, 20. Angst and Dec proving a fabulous partnership on podium 1.
I think the audience were applauding, so they missed your angst and Dec joke, which was very, very
well,
good.
there we are. I put it in there, just, you know.
But I can't top that.
Andy, welcome to Pointless.
Thank you.
Did I give you a bit of a fright there?
Give me a shock.
Yeah, okay, I'm so sorry. Tell us all about yourself, Andy.
I work as a part-time fruit and veg man in a supermarket, and the part-time leaves me enough time to walk my dog every day, which is one of my pleasures.
That's very nice. What sort of dog have you got?
Well, she's a young lass from Battersea. She's probably about 13 now, so we're not sure exactly what she was, but she's probably a Labrador and a Staffy.
Ah.
A Stabrador.
A Stabrador, indeed.
That could sound nicer, couldn't it? So, Andy, what are you going to go for on our board here?
Right. I think I'm going to go for a system for the detection of objects underwater using sound, and that will be sonar.
Sonar, says Andy. Let's see how many of our 100 people said sonar. It's right. Down it goes to 48. Not bad.
Yeah, it comes from sound navigation ranging, originally developed as a way to spot icebergs.
Thank you very much, Richard. VJ.
Hello.
Welcome back to Pointless.
Thank you.
Lovely to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, VJ, once again.
I am a big Disney fan and a big animal lover and a massive bookworm. Jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades. Do you read electronically or do you buy physical
books? I do
books?
both. I'm a big fan of libraries. So, like coming here, normally I'd wanted to bring masses of books because I'll have a book I'm reading at night and I'll have a nice, easy reading book and I'll be rereading classics. But if you've got a tablet, then you can have them all there. And an audiobook, of course.
How many books at a time do you read?
Normally about 7.
At the same time?
Yeah.
Well, well done you. And you keep track of all these things separately, can you?
I have a brain that works with stories.
Brilliant.
Most of my pointless facts come from books that I've read.
That's perfect. Perfect. Now, VJ, the board is yours.
Yes, well, there's one I can't get and it's driving me nuts. But there's one that I do know because my grandfather was a pharmacist and he used to use one back in the days when they ground everything up. And sitting in their dining room, once he had retired, was a pestle and mortar.
Mortar, says VJ. Let's see how many of our 100 people said mortar. There we are. Mortar, the cup-shaped receptacle, of course, on the board. Danny goes to 33. Very well done indeed.
Nicely played. Good thing to have in your name. That's, originally used for grinding corn, a mortar, and then in pharmacies. But people tend to use them in their kitchens now. You watch all those cookery shows, and they're all doing something or other with a pestle and mortar.
It's quite fun, though. It's quite fun, yeah, with spices. Now, Jill,
Hello.
welcome back. Welcome back. We had to say goodbye to you in round 2 last time.
That's right, yes.
Let's hope we don't see a repeat of that,
Fingers
Jill.
crossed.
Remind us all about yourself.
I work part-time in the barrister's chambers, and my hobby is to play the ukulele. So
I always love I mean, chambers just sounds so much more fun than an office somehow. Barrister's chambers, it just sounds so grand. You imagine being sort of hung about with velvet.
It's a little bit dusty at times.
And a bit dusty. That's the other. That's the flip side of that.
Yes.
What do you do in the barrister's chambers?
I deal with their invoices.
I see.
So some of them are to do with the barristers' work themselves, but I think most importantly, I make sure the electricity bill is paid so that everyone can keep working.
Important. Got that stack of 50p's ever present on the desk. Yes. OK, now, Jill, you're the last person to have this board. Would you like to talk us through it?
Well, very embarrassingly, I can't think what having or showing quick-witted intelligence could possibly be, so we'll move over that one. A person laying stone is a mason. The domestic animal is a goat, and the dance is a tango. I will go with the stone builders and mason, please.
You're going to go for mason. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said mason. It's right. 48 is the high score, 60 for Mason.
Yeah, the Masons used to be the architects and engineers as well as being the craftspeople. But that's an anagram of my surname, which means my surname is in your surname.
I know.
Whoa. That's blown my mind.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No.
Shall we take a look at the rest of these? Everyone's having trouble with the top one, so we'll leave that to the end, I think. The ballroom dance originated in Buenos Aires. Tango. Scored 62 points. The domesticated mammal.
'Tis a goat.
'Tis a goat. 65. And the top one that's causing us all trouble, ironically, is...
Smart.
Smart. Yeah.
Isn't that funny? And why is that so difficult?
Well, it caused 100 trouble as well. 19 is actually the best answer on the board. Yeah.
There we go. Thank you very much. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at those scores. 20 Deck, very well done indeed. Deck and Roz very much at the front of the field. Then we travel up to 33, where we find Andrew and VJ. 48, where we find Andy and Lexi. And then 60, Jill and Adam. So, Adam, you get the new board. Don't go too easy on yourself. We need a low score. We need a kind of smart answer from you, if you see what I'm saying. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 7 more definitions up on the board, and here they are. A large country house with lands. M. List showing when people have to do a particular job. R. A woman in charge of domestic and medical arrangements at a boarding school or other institution. M. A self-contained part of an organism with a specific function. O. An inert gaseous element of the noble gas group. A. Having the power to perform physically demanding tasks, S, and a fleshy, oval, yellowish-red tropical fruit sometimes used in chutney, M. I shall read those definitions one more time. A large country house with lands. List showing when people have to do a particular job. A woman in charge of domestic and medical arrangements at a boarding school or other institution. A self-contained part of an organism with a specific function. An inert gaseous element of the noble gas group. Having the power to perform physically demanding tasks. And a fleshy, oval, yellowish-red tropical fruit sometimes used in chutney. Adam, welcome back to Pointless. Remind us all about yourself.
I am an auditor. I'm a passionate guitar player as well, so perhaps Deck and I'll have a jam later.
You should.
And I also lived abroad in my childhood, and that furnished me with one answer for...
Absolutely, Indonesia. So you grew up in Indonesia then?
Yeah, I spent about 3 years in Indonesia. It was a long while ago. But, yeah, brilliant time.
Good stuff. Now, Adam, there you are. You're the high scorers at the moment. We need something clever from you here.
Well, I'm feeling OK with this board. I'm a big fan of House of Games, so I've played this a few times.
Thank you. But finally, someone said it.
I'm going to go with the third from the bottom and say Argon.
Argon, says Adam. OK, no red line for you. You are the high scorers at the moment. Let's see how far down the board we get with Argon. That's very good indeed. 24. That's what we needed. 84 is your total.
Yeah, argon. It's the shop where they keep all the other elements.
Thank you very much, Richard. Andrew, welcome back to Pointless.
Thank you very much.
Remind us all about yourself, Andrew.
I'm a lab manager from Sandwich in Kent, so I manage a small team of chemists doing research there.
What sort of research are you doing?
So all sorts of research around organic chemistry. So we make chemicals to order for all sorts of industries, so pharmaceuticals, petrochemicals, things that might go into phone LED screens, all of that type of thing.
You're making them on site?
So we make the chemicals that will then be used by others to make those devices, yeah.
And I'm picturing something a bit like Breaking Bad.
Oh, well, that's living the dream, isn't it? In terms of the amount of kit they've got available.
Oh, I see what you mean, yes, in terms of kit.
That's super.
But is it that kind of a process, though? I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So we've got some people who work on that kind of scale, and we've got some people who make very, very small amounts as well, so just a few grains of salt of things to go off for varying uses. Yeah.
Very specialist, bespoke chemical works.
Absolutely, yeah.
Excellent. Well, Andrew, there you are, 33. If you can score 50 or less, you're into the next round.
Absolutely. Well, I was very disappointed that the element I've used, argon, in the past has been taken, but there's another science-based one up there, and that's the one above, so I'll go for that. So a self-contained part of an organism with a specific function, I believe, is an organ.
An organ. An organ, says Andrew. Here is your red line. Get below that with organ, and you are through to the next round. Organ is right. Through you go, Andrew. 16. Very well done. Our lowest score so far. So actually, good job. You didn't go for argon. Takes your total up to 49.
Well played, Andrew. It's a very low score, isn't it?
Yeah.
Again, that science thing always freaks people out, doesn't it, I suppose?
OK, now, Lexi, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm a recruitment executive at the moment, but I suppose hobby-wise, something I started a few months ago was aerial hoop.
What the?
That's what everyone says.
Aerial hoop?
Yeah, so, you know, like a hoop that hangs from the ceiling, kind of...
Yes.
Cirque du Soleil type, but I'm not that good. I'm not that good
yet.
yet.
A big hoop that you can sit
So
in.
you sit in and hang off and that kind of
And
thing.
you swing.
Yeah.
And you sort of contort on it and hang by your
but
foot.
I'm not that good yet.
Well done you. What a brilliant and exciting thing to have
just
suddenly
something different.
decided to do.
Yeah.
OK, now, Lexi, you are on 48, so 35 or less gets you into the next round.
The two answers that I thought would be the best ones have already been said. So,
That's annoying.
there is other things I know. I'm just trying to work out which one I think would be lower. I think I will go for a list showing when people have to do a particular job. I think I'm going to say rota.
Rota, says Lexi. Here is your red line. Can you get near to that or below that with rota? Let's find out. Rota. It's right. 52 for rota, taking your total up to 100. Nice, neat, round total there.
Yeah, first appeared in the early 17th century, that word, and it comes from the Latin meaning wheel, like rotary and rotor blades and all the same stuff.
Thank you very much, Richard. Ros, a very warm welcome to Pointless. Tell us all about yourself, Ros.
Well, I'm retired from earning any money, but I seem to work pretty hard doing things. But they're things I want to do, like within the last week I've spent some time sticking false eyelashes onto a plastic pineapple, which I wouldn't have been able to do in my working life.
I only get to do that maybe twice a week. It's just...
Oh, no, it's good, isn't it?
Oh, it is.
It's to go into shop windows for a trail during the Devizes Food Festival. Children are going to go out and look for Princess Pineapple and Beardy Pineapple and Disco Pineapple.
I hope the pineapple keeps.
It's a plastic pineapple.
Oh, phew. Phew.
So it probably will.
It probably will. OK, Ros, 20 is where you are at the moment. 79 or less would keep you going. What are you going to go for?
I think I can do them all. That's a scary bit, because then you don't know what other people don't know. The large country house is a manor. The woman in charge is, matron. I think the power to perform physically demanding tasks is strong, which is a bit sort of lazy, really, as it's there in your name. And it's a mango.
That is a hell of a burn to our question writers, by the way.
Sorry.
If that were right.
So I think I can't resist it. I'm going to go for matron.
You're going to go for matron. OK, here's your red line, nice and high. Get below that with matron, and you'll be through to the next round. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. It's right, and you are through. Very well done. Down it goes to 61, 81 your total.
Let's fill the rest of these in. We will leave strong to the end, I think. A large country house, it is a manor. Would have scored you 30 points, and the fleshy oval, etc., is mango. That would have scored you 65. Now, this is strong, which is literally in your name, but it goes to show sometimes you just got to read the question more carefully, because it only scored 31 points.
Goodness me.
So it's interesting. We discovered that you have a mango in you, a tango in you, and an organ in you.
And a song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. OK, we are at the end of our first round. We have to say goodbye to one of our pairs. Lexi and Andy, I'm so sorry it is you we have to say goodbye to with a high score of 100. And I have no doubt at all you'll do much better next time. But it's been lovely having you on the show. Thank you so much. Lexi and Andy. But for the remaining three pairs, it's now time for round 2. Very well done, everybody. We made it through the first round. Particular well done to Andrew, our lowest individual scorer. In fact, Andrew and VJ, our lowest joint scorers. Best of luck to all three pairs. Our category for round 2 today is energy production. That's fun. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second?
Shall I go first?
And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many top producers of natural gas as they could.
Yes, in 2017, Radio Times did a poll of the TV hosts who pass wind most often. We are not really, although you would do very well in that poll. We are looking for any country of the world that produces more than 1 billion cubic metres of natural gas, please, in 2017, according to the CIA World Factbook. As always, I mean, a sovereign state that's a member of the UN in its own right. And to give you an idea of how much that is, there are over 60 countries on this list.
Thank you very much indeed, Dec.
It's a tricky one.
It is a tricky one.
Yes.
I mean, it's fun in a sort of lateral thinking kind of way.
It is,
We've
yes.
chucked you something where you can sort of use some kind of logic.
I would have preferred to have the BBC presenters.
Yeah.
Who would you have gone for?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Sue Barker, perhaps.
Yes, she eats a lot of root vegetables, certainly. I'll give her that.
OK. I have absolutely no idea who might be producing natural gas, but I know it's often tied in with production of oil, so I'm going to say Venezuela.
Venezuela, says Dec. Punchy start to the round. Sounds good to me. Let's see if it's right. How many of our 100 people said Venezuela? Absolutely right, Dec. Look at that, 12. Very well done indeed. Great start to the round. 12 for Venezuela.
It's a very good answer, isn't it? Yeah, 27 billion cubic metres.
That's enough.
Natural gas, that's enough, isn't it?
Yeah. OK, thank you very much. Andrew?
It's an interesting question, isn't it?
It's an interesting one. I would have thought you, of all people, would have some kind of handle on this.
Well, I wish I would be able to agree with you, Xander. It's something we have to have a bit of think about, actually. But that said, one country does come to mind, which I hope isn't too obvious, and therefore the 100 maybe have overlooked it, shall we say. So I'm going to go for Ukraine.
Ukraine, says Andrew. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Ukraine. It's right. 12 was what Venezuela scored. Ukraine passes that down to 8. Very well done indeed, Andrew.
Well played, Andrew. I'm enjoying seeing the mental gymnastics going on in everyone's head as well, but so far it's worked very nicely.
Now, playing it very well, if I may say. Jill.
My husband works in the oil industry.
Oh.
And
Here
I
we
never
go.
take any notice of anything he says.
Just a lot of natural gas.
So, I am going to go for Gabon.
Gabon. OK, let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Gabon. Oh, no! Oh, Jill, thank you, though, for
embarrassing.
those few seconds of thinking we have a genius in our presence. I was loving Gabon.
Yeah, they do produce natural gas, as do most places, but only 500 million cubic metres, I'm afraid. But listen, it is not your fault, it's your husband's fault.
It is, it is.
With all the, what's he talking about? Gabon every 5 seconds.
Don't gab on, sir. Thank you very much. OK, well, we are halfway through the round. Let's have a look at those scores. Very well done indeed, Andrew. 8 is the lowest score of the pass. Then we travel up to 12, where we find Dec and Ros. Then, I'm afraid, it's quite a hike up to 100, where we find Jill and Adam. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? So remember, we're looking for any country that is one of the top producers of natural gas. Adam?
So, I guess I just have to go for broke here. I may be joining the 200 club, but I'm going to go for Vietnam.
Vietnam. No red line. You are the high scorers. Let's see how far down the column we get with Vietnam. Vietnam is right. And it's a pointless answer. Very well done indeed, Adam. That adds £250 to today's jackpot, takes the total up to £1,250, leaves your total at 100. Very well done, Adam.
It's a very good one, yeah. 8 billion cubic metres.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, VJ, you were on 8. This is nice. 91 or less gets you through. But now we've had one pointless answer.
I would love to show off my newly acquired geography knowledge because my geography is terrible. Ask anyone I know and they will just say, you want to feel clever, ask VJ a geography question. So I had thought of a country that I've been looking at the world map. However, given that we only need 90, I'm going to play it safe and I'm going to say Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia, says VJ. OK, here is your red line. Can you get below that with Saudi Arabia? Let's find out. It's right, you're through. 23, surprisingly low. 31, your total.
Yeah, the 8th biggest producers of natural gas in the world, Saudi Arabia.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Ros.
I'd love to do something wild, but I'm too scared, so I'll say Russia.
Russia, says Ros. Russia, here is your red line. Get below that, the head-to-head awaits. How many people said Russia? It's right, and you're through, Ros. Very well done. Down it goes to 62. Taking your total up to 74.
Yeah, and they're the second on the list, Russia as well, so very, very safe. I'll tell you the top 5 countries that produce the most natural gas. Canada is 5th, Qatar is 4th, Iran 3rd, Russia 2nd, and the USA are 1st. But let's take a look. There's plenty of pointless answers here. You could have said Angola, Austria, Bolivia, Brunei, Croatia, Cuba, Malaysia, Trinidad and Tobago, there's Vietnam. You could have had Bahrain, Congo, Cote d'Ivoire, Equatorial Guinea, Hungary, Israel, Mozambique, Myanmar, Papua New Guinea, Timor-Leste, Tunisia and Turkmenistan. Those were all pointless answers. Very well done if you said any of those at home.
There we are. Well, thank you very much indeed. We are at the end of our second round, and I can't bear this. Adam and Jill, you've been magnificent. I'm so sorry. You deserve to have gone much, much further, but it's round 2 again. It's been lovely having you on both shows. Thank you so much for playing. Adam and Jill. But for the remaining 2 pairs, it is now time for our head-to-head. Congratulations, Andrew, VJ, Ros and Dec. You are now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £1,250. Well, here we are. You can play as a pair from here on in. First pair to win 2 questions in this round will be having a shot at that jackpot.
It's been a fun one today, hasn't it? I liked that gas. I liked some of the thinking in that gas round.
Oh, they were all
It's impressive. I felt a bit bad, though, for Jill. Hands up who was a bit worried when she said Gabon. Yeah, we go.
Let's play the head-to-head. Here is your first question, and it concerns flatbreads. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you 5 pictures of different flatbreads now. We'll also show you alternate letters of their names. But what are these flatbreads? First time I've ever said that.
Can you name these flatbreads? Here they are. We've got 5 of them. Here's A, FCCI. B, LVS. C, B-N-O-K. D, N-A. And E, M-T-O. There you go, 5 flatbreads. Andrew and VJ, you're our low scorers, so you get to go first.
Okay. Well, we don't know one of them. And of the other ones, Andrew knows 2, and I know the other 2. And I'm going to take a risk and go with E, and that is matzo.
Matzo, E, matzo, say Andrew and VJ. Now then, Ros and Dec, can you talk us through the rest of those flatbreads?
1 is focaccia. 2, I've no idea. C is a bannock. D is naan, and we'd like to go with bannock.
C, bannock. So we have matzo and we have bannock. VJ and Andrew said matzo. Let's see how many of our 100 people said matzo for E. That's right. 25. Meanwhile, Ros and Dec have gone for bannock for C. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said bannock. It is bannock. 25 is what it's got to be. Oh, look at that, you've done it. Down it goes to 14. Very well done indeed, Ros and Dec. After one question, you're up 1-0.
Yeah, terrific answer. It's a Scottish unleavened bread, as you know. They said when King Alfred burnt the cakes, supposedly there were bannocks that he was burning, apparently.
Ah.
That's what they say. We'll leave B, because no one knows it. A, of course, focaccia, you're quite right. Would have scored you 69. Now, D, it's an interesting one, naan. What do you think naan scored?
I would have thought in the low 90s.
96 points for naan.
Good job we didn't go for that one.
And the best answer on the board, it's a tradition in Armenia that a bride has one of these on her shoulder.
Oh, you wouldn't got any sesame seeds down the collar. I'm just thinking lavish.
Oh, it's very close, lavish, actually.
Oh, is it?
Lavash.
There you are. Lavish. Lavash.
Very well done. You still at home. 2 points. Very well done to our Armenian viewers.
Are black sesame seeds just cooked white sesame seeds? That's a question.
They might be unpeeled. You know,
Oh, but imagine having to peel a sesame seed. That would be...
The white ones are really smooth, and the black ones, I don't think they're black all the way through. So
Maybe they're a different-
They've still got a coating on the outside.
Black ones are essentially sesame seeds with their shells intact.
That's what I said.
You are right, Ros.
I'm running a food festival.
Thank you very much indeed. Here comes your second question. Now, here's the thing, Andrew and VJ. You've got to win this one, Andrew and VJ. But actually, Ros and Dec get to answer it first, so slightly weighted in their favour. Our second question today is all about Philadelphia.
The cheese or the city?
Yeah, 5 clues now. The facts about Philadelphia. That is the city. You'll be disappointed to hear.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Let's reveal our 5 Philadelphian facts. Here they are. US state in which it is the most populous city. Name of the city's NFL team, winners of the Super Bowl in 2018. Philadelphia needlewoman credited with making the first United States flag. British singer and pianist who had a 1975 top 20 hit with Philadelphia Freedom. And the city that replaced Philadelphia as capital of the USA in 1800. I'll read those clues again. US state in which it is the most populous city. Name of the city's NFL team, winners of the Super Bowl in 2018. Philadelphia needlewoman credited with making the first United States flag. British singer and pianist who had a 1975 top 20 hit with Philadelphia Freedom. And the city that replaced Philadelphia as capital of the USA in 1800. There we are. Ros and Dec will go first.
I think it might be in Pennsylvania. Go on, go for it.
Right. OK. What are you going to go for?
We like the needlewoman, and we think her name is Betsy Ross.
Betsy Ross, say Ros and Dec. Betsy Ross. Now, Andrew and VJ, over to you. Can you talk us through that board?
Well, there's some easy ones and some harder ones up there, Xander.
Yeah.
I think that we're going to go with the state which we think is Pennsylvania.
OK, you're going to go for Pennsylvania. So we have Betsy Ross and we have Pennsylvania. Roz and Dec said Betsy Ross, the needlewoman credited with making the first United States flag. Let's see if Betsy Ross is right. It is right. That is a good pointless fact. And down it goes to 7. Very well done, Roz and Dec. Betsy Ross. Andrew and VJ have gone for Pennsylvania, the state in which you would find Philadelphia. Let's find out how many of our 100 people said Pennsylvania, if it's right. It is Pennsylvania. It's got Betsy Ross to contend with, though, and down it goes to 19. It's a great answer. But after 2 questions, Roz and Dec, very well done indeed. You are straight through to the final, 2-0.
And you picked the best 2 answers off the board there as well, both teams, so well played. The city's NFL team is the Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles. 22 points for that. The British singer and pianist, probably the most famous British singer and pianist, I would say.
Elton John.
Elton John. He scored 48, and of course the city that replaced Philadelphia.
Washington, D.C.
Washington, D.C. Which would have scored 65.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round. Oh, Andrew and VJ, you've been brilliant today. Absolutely superb performance across the show. I'm sorry you won't be getting a trophy to show for it, but it's been lovely having you on the show. Thank you so much for playing and playing so well. Andrew and VJ. But for Roz and Dec, it is now time for our pointless final. Many, many congratulations, Roz and Dec. You've seen off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. Yes. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £1,250. Well done. I mean, it's great. You've done it all in one show. I am a bit disappointed, though. I was looking forward to talking to you more about your retirement, Roz. What other things are you up to, Roz?
I'm talking to a man about pumping stations on Friday.
Excellent. Good. What time on Friday?
Morning, 10 o'clock.
Morning. But good time for pumping stations, I think, probably. Dec, more guitars. I mean, what's the next guitar going to be?
I don't know. It depends how much we win, really.
There we are. Well, you know what happens in this round. 4 things appear on the board behind me. What are you hoping will appear?
Anything other than sport, really, for me.
OK, Roz?
Well, I'd like jazz, because then Dec can do it all and I'll just hang around. Or perhaps the Archers.
That would be fun.
Then I can stand back.
Very good. OK, well, let's see.
What about jazz in the Archers?
Oh, yes.
That's quite niche. Well, let's see what today's selection looks like. We have got the Beatles on film, the All Blacks, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, and contemporary thriller writers.
You've been mugging up on Wolfgang.
What do we think?
Do you like a go? I mean,
this is
I'm
scary.
useless on all of them, really.
Okay.
So I think if you know anything about Wolfgang, I'll just watch.
But I like the Beatles as well.
You like the Beatles?
Yeah.
On
Should
film?
we do the Beatles on film?
All right.
You must have seen one of their films.
Yes.
OK, right. Help me out here. Good, right. Can we have the Beatles on film, please?
You're going to have the Beatles on film?
OK, very best of luck. We're looking for anyone credited by IMDb for appearing in any of the following 3 Beatles films. We're looking for anyone who appeared in A Hard Day's Night, 1964, anyone who appeared in Help from 1965, or anyone who appeared in the 2016 film The Beatles 8 Days a Week, The Touring Years, the documentary. So anyone credited by IMDb as appearing in any of those 3. Very best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win the jackpot is for just one of your answers to be pointless. You don't have to answer all 3 categories. Just focus on whichever categories you like the look of. Okay. Are you ready?
Suppose so.
OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
OK.
Patty Boyd.
She was in...
She was in one of them.
OK, right.
She was a schoolgirl.
Fine. And then Roy Kinnear was in both of those films, I think. Victor Spinetti was in all the Beatles films. We've got John Junkin was one of their roadies in A Hard Day's Night. We've got Phil Collins was in Help.
Look, You choose. You choose. You know far more than me on this subject. You're doing awfully well.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think if there was any... I like the idea of Patty Boyd, because I didn't know about that, but...
She was a schoolgirl in
Oh,
Northern.
wow, one of those, right, okay. So, I'm thinking John Junkin, Patty Boyd, and Roy Kinnear.
OK.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
Should we stop the clock? There we go. With time to spare. It sounds like you know your Beatles films quite well, Dec. Let's have your answers.
OK, Patty Boyd.
Patty Boyd, for which one?
Was in A Hard Day's Night.
Hard Day's
She
Night.
was one of the girls in the train. John Junkin.
John Junkin.
Was also in A Hard Day's Night.
Hard Day's Night.
And Roy Kinnear was in Help.
Roy Kinnear. OK, of those three, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
I would say Patty Boyd.
Really? It's only because you didn't think of her.
That's right. If I don't know it, it's...
OK, Patty Boyd, we'll put last. Least likely to be pointless?
Roy Kinnear.
OK, and John Junkin goes in the middle. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order then, and here they are. We have got Roy Kinnear, John Junkin and Patty Boyd. 3 great answers there. Let's hope at least one of those is pointless and we'll win that jackpot for you. What would you like to do with it if you won? Roz, I'm going to ask you first.
Well, I'd like to buy a thing so I can look at something and think that was my pointless thing. And I think it would be a small antique chair.
Do you know particularly which antique chair? Have you seen it somewhere?
No, but at the moment, if I have 8 people round, I have to lug a chair from the kitchen and it looks horrible. And
but a small antique chair? Well, maybe someone will sit on it and go...
Well, no.
Small, it sounds...
I just don't want anything huge. I can't...
OK, I see what you mean.
Delicate.
OK, delicate, but not too delicate. But
Not too delicate.
All right, good answer. Dec, what would you like to spend?
Well, we like to travel, and it's a long time since we've been to Amsterdam. So this is because Philippa thinks we've been there. This is my wife. She says we've been to Amsterdam often enough. But if I've got the money, I can call the shots.
OK, there we are. Well, very, very best of luck. 3 good answers, as I say. Let's hope one of these will win you that jackpot. Your first answer was Roy Kinnear. This is your least confident shot at a pointless answer, but let's find out for £1,250, how many of our 100 people named Roy Kinnear as member of the cast of Help?
That's a start.
Roy Kinnear is right. Now, if this goes all the way down to 0, you will leave immediately with £1,250. Still going down single figures with Roy Kinnear down to 2. That's an amazing answer.
Good start.
Roy Kinnear. Fabulous answer. Annoyingly, not pointless, though. So we have to turn to John Junkin. Your next answer, in this case, we were looking for cast members of The Hard Day's Night. If John Junkin is pointless, £1,250 will be yours. How many of our 100 people said John Junkin? Again, it's right. Your first answer, Roy Kinnear, took us all the way down to 2. Your second answer, John Junkin, now takes us down in single figures, still going down, you're passing 2 down. 1.
It's all down to you now.
Well, let's hope you place these in the right order. Fingers crossed. Your third and final answer was Patty Boyd. In this case, we were looking for cast members of A Hard Day's Night again. If Patty Boyd is right and is pointless, you leave here with £1,250. How many people said Patty Boyd? Oh, no!
Oh, no! Well, she was in something.
No! Well... You thought you didn't know it because it was pointless. Turns out you didn't know it because she wasn't in it. I'm afraid, well, 3, that was a brilliant, brilliant round, though. I'm afraid, though, you didn't manage to find that all-important pointless answer. So I'm afraid you don't win today's jackpot, but don't forget you do each win a pointless trophy. And you've been fantastic right across the show, so very, very well done.
Yeah, terrific performance, very well played. Yeah, Patty Boyd is in it, but she's uncredited in that film. But 2 of our 100 said it anyway, so it wouldn't have, even if we'd accepted it, you wouldn't have won the money. Shall we take a look at the pointless answers? Let's start with A Hard Day's Night. All of these would have won you the money. Anna Quayle, some great old British actors here. Derek Guyler, Lionel Blair was a pointless answer. Richard Vernon, who went on to be Slarty Bartfast in Hitchhiker's Guide. You also could have had there Edward Mallin. Robin Ray was a pointless answer as well. Wilfred Bramble, Victor Spinetti would have scored you 2, and then John Junkin and Norman Rossington were the only ones who scored points in that one. Help now. You could have said John Bluthal, Patrick Cargill, Peter Copley, Warren Mitchell was a pointless answer there. Alfie Bass was a pointless answer there as well, and Bruce Lacey. The scorers there were Eleanor Bron, Roy Kinnear, Victor Spinetti again. And they said it was in all of them, and Leo McKern. They scored points. And those appearances in 8 days a week. Eddie Izzard as a pointless answer, Elvis Costello, Muhammad Ali, Richard Curtis, lots of other names, Howard Goodall, John Savage, Malcolm Gladwell as well. The only scoring answers there were George Martin, Brian Epstein, Whoopi Goldberg and Sigourney Weaver. Everyone else was a pointless answer.
Thank you very much, Richard, and thanks once again, Ros and Dec. I'm sorry you didn't win our jackpot today. That will therefore roll over onto the next show, when we will be playing for £2,250. Join us then, see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye. Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the quiz where the lowest scorers are the biggest winners. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hello, I'm Tim, and this is my son Ed. I live in Stafford. Ed lives in Manchester.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Julie. This is my husband Matt. We live in South London.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Adam. This is my wife Jackie, and we're from Guildford.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Dara. This is my partner Tony, and we're from Canary Wharf.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. Very warm welcome to Pointless. Lovely to have you with us. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce, the most popular man in the whole of his chair. It's my Pointless friend, it's Richard.
Hey, everybody. Hiya. Good day to you.
And to you.
Only one returning pair, Adam and Jackie, and they got knocked out in round one, so a largely unfamiliar lineup for us today. The jackpot ticking along very nicely, though, so it should be competitive, should it not?
Should it not? What kind of questions have we got?
Oh, terrible.
Good.
Terrible.
My favourite
But I tell you what, the first question is about something that I think is an absolute scourge of our society. I think it's about something that infuriates me beyond words. You'll see.
Good.
You won't have long to wait.
I'm looking forward to it. Jack and Johnny, by the way, got through to the final in the last show and failed to take the jackpot home, which means we're adding another £1,000 to it. So today's jackpot starts off at £5,000. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. You know all this, but just remember, it's the high scorers that get eliminated, so keep your scores as low as you can. You know that. Best of luck. Our first category today is epic movies. Can you decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. And the question concerns films with running times that are 3 hours or longer.
You know,
I so agree.
I mean, come off it.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
If I was watching something at home for 3 hours, I'd go to the loo in the middle of it, and I don't want to go to the loo in the middle of a film. Oh, I can't bear it. Like, be under 2 hours, please.
Come on, 2 hours is quite a long time.
Yes, turn it into 2 films. I'll come next week, I don't mind. Then I get 2 lots of pick and mix. That's the trouble with a film of 3 hours. If your pick and mix is done in half an hour, suddenly you've got like 2.5 hours without any pick and mix to have at all. Infuriates me. Anyway, what we're going to do on each board, we're going to show you the initials of 7 films that have a ridiculous running time. We'll show you the year that they were released and a star of that film as well. But what are these ridiculous films, please? 14 terrible films to guess at home.
And that's the year it's released. It's not the year it finished.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
OK, let's have a look at our first board of 7. Here they are. GWTW, Vivian Leigh, 1939. TTC, Charlton Heston, 1956. BL, Ryan O'Neill, 1975. G, Ben Kingsley, 1982. DWW, Kevin Costner, 1990. T, Kate Winslet, 1997. And PH, Ben Affleck, 2001. I'm going to read those initials again. GWTW, TTC, BL, G, DWW, T, PH. Ed, welcome to Pointless. Lovely to have you here, Ed. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm Ed, obviously. I work in the railway in recruitment.
Now, that really does sound fun. What are your interests, Ed?
Keen on movies, which is quite embarrassing now.
What do you think is the optimal length for a movie?
It depends where you're watching it. If you're at home, you can pause it. You know?
I see what you're saying.
A 3-hour movie, you can wake up, you can have a meal.
That's good.
Yeah.
OK. Ed.
Yeah.
What are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for... I'm going to go for the top one, Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind, says Ed. Let's see how many of our 100 people went with Gone with the Wind. It's right. Look at that, Ed. Not bad at all. 43 gets us off to a flying start.
3 hours, 58 minutes long.
What? Really?
I mean, Vivien Leigh became the first British woman ever to win an Oscar in that film. But 3 hours, 58, I mean, that is an absolute joke.
I mean, how long was the Civil War? Not much longer than that.
Yeah, it was a minute-by-minute reconstruction. Wow.
Thank you very much indeed. Matthew, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Matthew.
I work as a lighting operator. I'm a follow spot operator in the West End.
That's
cool.
Is really cool. Is there a pair of you?
It depends. It varies.
I suppose yeah. Do you have to wear a thick set of gloves?
I do have some gloves. I
Yes,
take around.
I should think that's a prerequisite for the follow spot operator. Matthew, what are you going to go for?
I would like to go for B.L. Barry Lyndon, please.
You are going to go for Barry Lyndon. Barry Lyndon. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. It's right. 43 is the only score we have at the moment. You pass it. You pass it all the way down to 3. Very well done indeed, Matthew.
Lovely answer, Matt. Well played. Yes, Stanley Kubrick movie. Not even his longest movie. 3 hours and 5 minutes, though.
Thank you very much indeed. Adam, welcome back to Pointless, our only returning pair. You went out in round 1 last time. Please tell me that is not going to happen this time.
We'll see, we'll see.
Please tell me it's not going to... Anyway, listen, remind us all about yourself, Adam.
So I'm a police officer, but my real passion is running.
Wow.
Passionate about it.
Passionate. Are you a marathon runner?
I did my first marathon last month, 3 hours 10.
Not bad. Not really not bad at all. That's terrifyingly good.
Yeah, and they're going to make a film of it and it'll be just over 3 hours.
That's very good. So do you do some cross-country runs as well? Things
Yeah,
like,
anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I love track races, but they're all over very quickly. Anything from 800 metres up.
Have you always loved running?
No, actually, when I was 30, which was quite a few years ago, I was much larger and started to lose a bit of weight running and found that I enjoyed it.
I'd have put you down at 22. 20, look at that. It's almost all the running.
Yeah, it's very good for you, apparently.
Very good. Now, Adam, what are you going to go for on our board here?
I'm going to go with the Ben Kingsley. I'm going to say Gandhi.
Gandhi, says Adam. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Gandhi. It's right. Now, 43 is our high score. 47 is where you end up there. Not bad, Adam. Not bad.
3 hours, 11 minutes.
That's a good film.
For no... But would it be a good film at 2 hours long?
Yes.
Yeah.
It'd be less epic somehow. Somehow epics have to pack a bit of... You've got to put some time in to an epic.
I strongly disagree with you.
Shall I tell you something exciting, though, about Gandhi's? I saw that in the cinema, and we stopped halfway through. There was an intermission.
Yes.
For about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
We all went out, got some tubs of ice cream.
Yeah.
And they started again.
See, that's the thing. In the old days, you could have long films because we used to have intervals.
Yeah.
Now, with some of this stuff, which I won't mention because it's probably on the next board, you've got to sit through the whole thing.
I see what you're saying. Thank you very much indeed. OK, now, Tony, welcome to Pointless. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Tell us all about yourself, Tony.
Hi, Xander. I'm Tony. I'm from London, although I'm originally from Paris, so you may hear a bit of an accent. I work in finance, and when I'm not working, I like to play with music, so I play the piano, the guitar, the drums, and the bass. Dara plays the guitar, the piano as well, but also the flute and the saxophone, so we like to play duets together.
That's just lovely. So you make sweet music. And so what kind of music is
So we like to play musicals, so Les Misérables. Sorry, I said in French, maybe.
I still understood that. I understood that.
Tony, we're all right with Les Miserables, honestly. We can...
Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
And all classics like Whitney Houston or Michael Jackson.
Very, very good indeed. Now, Tony, this board is all yours. Do you want to fill in all the blanks for us?
I only know two of them. The penultimate one is Titanic, and I'm going to go for the one before, which is Dances with Wolves.
OK, Dances with Wolves, says Tony. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Dances with Wolves. It's a good answer. Look at that, Tony. Down it goes to 28. Very well done indeed.
I mean, that's an interminable film.
Yeah,
so it's 3 hours, 1 minute long. The director's cut is an hour longer.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Can you
That's
imagine?
directors.
Imagine anyone walking out of that film. Tell you what that needs, another hour on the end of it. Let's fill these in, shall we? Do you know the Charlton Heston
the
one?
12 Commandments.
I think it's the 10 Commandments.
Oh, sorry, 10 Commandments, sorry. I know, I saw the director's cut.
I mean, I am fascinated to know what the other two are. But,
long.
That would have scored you 11 points. You're quite right, it is Titanic. You did well to avoid it as well. Titanic would have scored you 84. Did you get PH, Ben Affleck?
Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor, absolutely. 14 points for Pearl Harbor. So Barry Lyndon, it's the best answer on the board. Well played.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a look at those scores. Well done, Matthew. 3, lowest score of the pass. Then we travel up to 28. Very well done. Tony and Dara, 43 is where we find Ed and Tim. 47 is where we find Adam and Jackie. So, Jackie, you're only 4 points ahead. You just have to find just something a little bit more obscure on the next board. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, we're going to put 7 more clues to films up on the board, and here they are. These are all films that are over 3 hours long. C, Elizabeth Taylor, 1963. DZ, Omar Sharif, 1965. FAA, Bertil Gouv, 1982. OUATIA, Robert De Niro, 1984. SL, Liam Neeson, 1993. TGM, Tom Hanks, 1999. And AE, Robert Downey Jr., 2019. I'm going to read those initials again. C, DZ, FAA, OUATIA, SL, TGM, and AE. There we go. Dara, welcome to Pointless.
Hi, everyone.
Great to have you here, Dara. Tell us all about yourself.
I work in finance, and in our spare time, we love playing board games, and we're currently developing and publishing our first one.
How does it work?
OK, so it's a trivia game. We've designed to be played with families or party games sort of thing. All the questions we chose to be things which are a bit surprising, or the answers, things you might not necessarily expect.
Yeah.
And we're big fans of House of Games.
Oh,
and we were quite inspired by the format of that with the different rounds. So we have 4 different rounds in our game too.
It's inspired by is interesting. It's an interesting legal, legal term.
Not taken, I promise.
Well, listen, very good luck with that. 28 is your score at the moment. If you can score 18 or less, you'll avoid becoming the new high scorers.
OK, I think I know 3, but I don't know what's going to be lowest. I'm going to go for SL, Liam Neeson, Schindler's List.
Schindler's List. Schindler's List, says Dara. Here is your red line. Can you get below that with Schindler's List? Let's find out. Look at that, not bad. 20 takes your total up to 48. I think you've done enough there.
Spielberg's longest ever film, and he, by and large, doesn't make super long films, so we'll let him off that one.
That one. Thank you very much, Richard. Now then, Jackie.
Hello.
Jackie, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself.
I spend most of my time training my dogs. We do agility and we do competitions and travel around going to agility shows in our little caravan.
Now, how generally do they do? Have they won ever?
No, we came fourth in our class in the World Championship.
In the World Championships? I mean, that's amazing. Where does that take place?
Last year it was here,
Yeah.
and the year before it was Austria.
See, that's fun. Are they very well behaved, your dogs?
Sometimes. Yeah,
Do they-
they are. They're pretty good.
OK. Now, Adam and Jackie, you are on 47. What we really want from you now is a pointless answer. That's basically what's going to keep you in the game at this stage, as points currently stand. But don't forget, there are 2 more pairs to answer. What are you going to go for?
It's not a great board for me, to be honest. And so the one I'm going to go for, I think is right, is Robert De Niro, Once Upon a Time in America.
Once Upon a Time in America, says Jackie. Pretend there's a red line on the sort of pointless mark there. That is where your red line is. Once Upon a Time in America. Sounds like a brilliant answer to me. Let's see how far down the column we get. Look at that, down to 11. Very well done indeed. Our second lowest score of the whole round takes your total up to 58.
Yeah, great answer. 3 hours, 49 minutes, that is Sergio Leone's final film.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Julie, welcome.
Hi.
Hi. Tell us all about yourself.
My name's Julie. I'm from Australia. I work in a chocolate factory.
Ha ha! It's an actual chocolate
It is an actual chocolate factory.
Making bars of chocolate.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't actually get to be in the factory making the chocolate. I have
How
a
often-
boring office job, but I...
Do you get to go down on the shop floor every so often
Sometimes.
to deliver a message?
Sometimes. I have eaten one of our products fresh off the line, and it was amazing.
You're doing the work upstairs. They do the rest down on the...
But we do get a chocolate allowance every month.
Everyone's given a bag and they can put as much as they can carry in it.
they bring things up and put it in a little staff shop, and so you go and get
Nice.
your... Yeah, It's pretty great. It's pretty great. It's a great place to work.
It is. Julie, you're on 3. 54 or less gets you into the next round.
Like Jackie, the last board was better for me. But because she shares my birthday, I'm going to go for Elizabeth Taylor and Cleopatra.
OK, let's go for that. Cleopatra, there's your red line. Can you get below that with Cleopatra? Let's find out. Look at that. 42 takes your total up to 45.
Yeah, nearly bankrupted the studio. The budget was supposed to be 2 million. It went up to 44 million, the budget for that, which in today's money would be 330 million. And that was supposed to be 2 films, but they put it out as one.
Wow, it's like HS2.
Yes.
Extraordinary.
Very similar.
Goodness me. So somebody just underestimated the cost of things.
I think somebody had underestimated Elizabeth Taylor.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Tim, welcome to Pointless. Good to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Tim.
I'm retired, so I've gone from a career in town planning to now changing the nappies of my 3-week-old grandson for the first time.
That's nice. That's very nice indeed. 3-week-old. Ed, is this your child? No.
No, this is my nephew.
Nephew. There you are, yeah, nephew. That's it, yeah.
He's very new.
OK, all right. Tim, now, then, there you are, on 43. We have to get a score of 14 or
Yes.
less from you.
I've discovered a new form of pain, pointless pain. Having worked out what the Robert De Niro answer was, it snatched from me.
Oh, no. Do you want to talk us through the board?
The only other one I know, honestly, is DZ, Dr. Zhivago.
OK, Dr. Zhivago. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for that. There's your red line. Ooh, 34 for Dr. Zhivago, taking your total up to 77.
Yeah, there was one answer up there that would have seen you through, not TGM. Do you know which one that is?
I'm wrestling with that one.
It's based on a Stephen King thing.
Oh, the Green Mile,
Green
for goodness
Mile,
sake. Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
Would have scored 29. A:'E?
2019.
It's one of the biggest movies in the entire history of the world. Avengers Endgame.
Endgame.
Yeah,
Got it.
That's good. Well done. 25 points for that. Now, this is the best answer. I've not seen it, but I've heard of it, and the initials fit.
No.
It's Fanny and Alexander, and it's a pointless answer.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So we find ourselves at the end of our first round. We have to say goodbye to one of our pairs, and I'm afraid that pair is Tim and Ed. I'm so sorry. It's been great having you on the show. We'll see you again next time. Look forward to that. Tim and Ed. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it is now time for round 2. Very well done, everybody. Here we are in round 2. Adam and Jackie, lovely to have you with us now in round 2. Matthew, very, very, very strong performance from you. 3 points, lowest score of the round by quite some margin. Matthew and Julie, our lowest combined scorers as well, so that was all fantastic. Good luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 this afternoon is Formula 1. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many drivers who won 10 or more of the first 1,000 Grand Prix races as they could. Richard.
Yeah, the 2019 Chinese Grand Prix was the 1,000th Formula 1 race, or the 1,000th race to count towards FIA World Championship standings. We're looking for any of the 33 drivers who have won 10 or more of those races, please.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Julie, what are you thinking?
For my answer?
Yes, yes.
I'm going to go for Nelson Piquet.
Nelson Piquet, says Julie. That gets a murmur from the crowd here. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Nelson Piquet. It's right. Look at that, Julie. That goes down to 5. Very well done indeed. That's a great answer. Great start to the round.
Yeah, 23 wins, 3 World Championships for Nelson Piquet. Piquet is actually his mother's maiden name because he went to karting and his parents disapproved and they sent him to a tennis academy. But he came back and karted in secret and changed his name to his mother's maiden name so they wouldn't find out.
Clever.
Clever Nelson Piquet.
Clever.
I bet they weren't complaining when he was bringing home $6 million a year.
Thank you very much indeed. Jackie, who are you thinking of?
I'm thinking that I'm going to play it fairly safe and hope that Adam can give a cracking answer. So I'm going to go for Ayrton Senna.
Ayrton Senna, says Jackie. Let's see how many of our 100 went for Ayrton Senna. $33 for Ayrton Senna.
Yeah, another Brazilian, another 3-time world champion, 41 wins for Ayrton Senna. Gave away so much of his fortune, even in his lifetime, to underprivileged kids in Brazil as well, Ayrton Senna.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Dara.
Yes.
Now, there was a face you made when you saw it was going to be Formula 1. I won't be able to recreate it, but it was something like this. I think.
Yeah, sounds about right.
What are you going to go for?
This is not a good subject. Okay, I'm going to say something really obvious and you have to make it up. Michael Schumacher.
Michael Schumacher, says Dara. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Michael Schumacher. $50 for Michael Schumacher.
Yeah, 91 wins for Michael Schumacher, 7 world titles as well.
Thank you very much indeed. We are halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. Well done, Julie. The best score of the past by a mile. 5 is where Julie and Matthew are standing. 33 is where we find Adam and Jackie. And then up to 50 for Dara and Tony. So, Tony, let's hope you've got a really good answer to bring yourselves back into the game. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? So, Tony, remember, we're looking for Formula 1 drivers who've won 10 or more Grand Prix.
Not quite a Formula 1 person. I'm going to go for a fellow French. Alain Prost?
Alain Prost. OK, Alain Prost. No red line for you. You're currently the high scorers. How many people said Alain Prost? It's right. Down that goes to 21, taking your total up to 71.
51 wins for Alain Prost, 4 world titles as well. When he gave up Formula One, one of the things he entered was the Andros Trophy, which is another French racing series, but where they race on ice. He was 3-time champion of that as well.
Fun. Now then, Adam. Adam, just to give you an idea, 37 or less is what you need to score.
OK, I'm going to go with David Coulthard.
David Coulthard, says Adam. Let's see if you can get below this red line with David Coulthard. It's right. And you've done it. Very well done indeed. Down to 11, taking your total up to 44.
Nicely played, Adam. Yeah, 13 wins, Scottish driver. The only person we've mentioned so far who's appeared on Pointless Celebrities as well.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Matthew. There you are on 5. 65 or less gets you into the head-to-head.
I don't know very much about this subject, I'm afraid. So I'm going to reach back into the past, try and say Niki Lauda.
Niki Lauda, says Matthew. Can you get below this red line with Niki Lauda? Let's find out. It's right. Good enough. And that goes down to 12. Very well done indeed. 17 is your total.
"25 wins, 3-time world champion Niki Lauda sadly passed away in 2019. Now, there are a number of pointless answers here. Shall we take a little look? I think if you know your F1, it's quite a good one to test yourself with. Any of the following would have won you the money. There's an Aussie for you. Alan Jones, right at the top, he would have been a pointless answer. Alberto Ascari, the Italian. Carlos Reutemann, the Argentinian, went on to become governor of Santa Fe province in Argentina after he gave up driving. Or he gave up Formula One driving. He probably didn't give up driving. Gerhard Berger, Jody Scheckter, the South African. Mario Andretti is a pointless answer. A couple more. Ronnie Peterson and Rubens Barrichello. Well done if you said that. Some low scorers. Jim Clark and Felipe Massa, 1. Fittipaldi and Jacques Villeneuve would have scored you 2. Jack Brabham and Nico Rosberg would have scored you 3 each. We'll take a look at the top 3 scorers. We've seen a couple of them. There's Ayrton Senna, would have scored you 33, as we know. You know, Schumacher scored 50. And top, no surprise, Lewis Hamilton, who would have scored you 64.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. And so at the end of our second round, we have to say goodbye to our high-scoring pair, Tony and Dara. Yeah. That is you. It's been great having you on the show. We'll see you again next time. Look forward to it. But meantime, thanks so much, Tony and Dara.
Thank you.
But for the remaining 2 pairs, it is now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Julian, Matthew, Adam and Jackie. You're now 1 step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £5,000. Where's the head-to-head? You now start playing as a pair. First pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Let's play the head-to-head. Here is your first question, and it concerns ferries around the world.
5 pictures now of ferries, but in which cities do these ferries operate? That's fun, isn't it?
That's nice. That's very nice indeed. OK, so let's reveal our 5 ferries from around the world. Here they come. We've got A, B, C, D, and E. There we are. 5 ferries around the world. Julie and Matthew, you are our low scorers, so you get to go first.
We are going to go for D, please, which we think is Hong Kong.
D, Hong Kong. So then, Adam and Jackie, it's over to you. Talk us through that board, if you can.
Well, B is obviously New York. E is Sydney. A, we're guessing maybe Prague or something like that, but we're going to go for C, and we're going to say Toronto.
C, Toronto. C, Toronto. So we have D, Hong Kong, and C, Toronto. Julie and Matthew went for Hong Kong. Let's see if that's right for D. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Hong Kong. It's right. Dan, that goes to 35. Not bad. Meanwhile, Adam and Jackie have gone for Toronto for C. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said Toronto. It is right. And it beats Hong Kong. Very well done indeed. 22 for Toronto. After one question, Adam and Jackie, you are up 1-0.
Two very strong answers there. Well done. Yeah, I think the fairies are not doing a lot of the heavy lifting in us recognising these places. Now, A is the best answer on the board. And very well done if you've been there. Very well done if you just knew it anyway. It's Mumbai. Scored 8 points. B, of course, is New York. That would have scored you 90. Now, E, you would think there's a big clue here. You would think that having the Sydney Opera House in the background might have got you a little bit...
Sydney Harbour Bridge.
And Sydney Harbour Bridge. Yeah, but that could be Gateshead, to be fair. But you think it might score more than 57 points?
You might,
wouldn't you?
There you go. OK, right, here comes your second question. Julie and Matthew, you have to win this one to stay in the game. Adam and Jackie get to answer it first, so good luck. Our second question today is all about planetary music. Richard.
Yeah, 5 UK Top 40 singles now on the board, each of which has the name of a planet in its title, but we've removed that planet. Can you put them back in, please?
Thank you very much indeed. So let's reveal our singles with missing planets. Here they are. Blank in Blue Jeans, Mark Winter, 1962. Heaven is a Place on Blank, Belinda Carlisle, 1987. Hey Blank, Tori Amos, 1996. Life on Blank, David Bowie, 1973. And Blank 5 in Spiral Carpets, 1994. I will read those again. Blank in Blue Jeans, Mark Winter, 1962. Heaven is a Place on Blank, Belinda Carlisle, 1987. Hey Blank, Tori Amos, 1996. Life on Blank, David Bowie, 1973. And Blank 5 in Spiral Carpets, 1994. There we are. Adam and Jackie will go first.
OK, we're going to go the Belinda Carlisle and say Heaven is a Place on Earth.
OK, Earth, you're going to go for. Adam and Jackie, Earth. Julie and Matthew, do you want to talk us through that board?
I'm guessing it might be Venus in Blue Jeans, but I'm not sure, so I'm going to leave that one alone. We don't know the Tori Amos one. It's Life on Mars, which Julie sings a very rousing rendition of sometimes. But the answer we'd like to pick is Saturn 5 by the Spiral Carpets.
Saturn 5. So we have Earth and we have Saturn. Adam and Jackie went for Heaven is a Place on Earth for Belinda Carlisle. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Ooh. 91 for Earth. Julie and Matthew have meanwhile gone for Saturn 5. Let's see how many of our 100 people got Saturn. Well, it wins you the point. Just what you needed. You're back in the game. 13 for that. After 2 questions, it's 1-1.
Yeah, it's a great song as well, Saturn 5. Love that song. Funnily enough, Heaven is a Place on Earth beats Life on Mars, because Life on Mars only score you 89. I say only, you know what I mean. 89 for that. You're quite right, it's Venus in Blue Jeans. Would have scored you 39. The best answer on the board, Tori Amos. There's only so many planets left. Hey...
Mercury.
No. Hey...
Jupiter. It's not Jupiter, is it? Jupiter.
Hey Jupiter.
Is
It's
it really?
right. Yeah, it is, yeah.
Don't know that.
3 points for that.
There we
Very
are.
well done if you said that at home.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, now, here comes the decider. Whoever wins this one goes through to the final and plays for that jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Our third question today is all about things that begin with the letter O. Richard.
Yep, all these clues can lead you to an answer that begins with the letter O. So only an answer beginning with the letter O is an acceptable one to these clues.
Thank you very much. Let's reveal our 5 O clues, and here they come. We have got UK city, famous for its university, club that played in the first season of the English Premier League, winner of the Best British Group Award at the Brits in 1996, Book of the King James Bible, and country on the coast of the Arabian Peninsula. I'll read those all again. UK city famous for its university, club that played in the first season of the English Premier League, winner of the Best British Group Award at the Brits in 1996, Book of the King James Bible, and country on the coast of the Arabian Peninsula. There we are. Julie and Matthew, you get to go first.
All right. We'd like to go for the country on the coast of the Arabian Peninsula, which is Oman.
Oman, say Julie and Matthew. Now then, Adam and Jackie, do you want to talk us through that board?
So the city is Oxford. The club, it's right there. I can tell you what part of the country it is from. Just can't remember the name of it. It's probably obvious. It's Oasis, the Brits. We're going to have to go for Oxford, I guess. Yeah. Oxford.
OK, you're going to go for Oxford. So we have Oman and we have Oxford. Julie and Matthew went for Oman. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Oman. Oman scores you 50. Adam and Jackie, meanwhile, have gone for the UK city famous for its university, Oxford. Let's see if Oxford's right. Let's see how many people said that. It is right. 84 for Oxford. Which means, well done, Julie and Matthew. After 3 questions, you're through to the final 2-1.
Yeah, I think I would have cautiously guessed that Oasis was a slightly better answer than Oxford there. In fact, it would have seen you into the final because it scored you 45 points, Oasis. Unlucky. The club that played in the first season of the English Premier League was Oldham Athletic. It scored 18, and the best answer on the board, the Book of the King James Bible.
Is it Obadiah?
Obadiah, yeah, it is. 6 points for that Obadiah. That's the shortest book in the Old Testament, only 21 verses.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round, Adam and Jackie, I'm afraid it is you. You've done so well across the show, and it's slightly galling to know that you had it in you to get into the final there. But this is where we have to say goodbye. Thank you so much for playing, Adam and Jackie. But for Julie and Matthew, it is now time for our pointless final. Congratulations, Julie and Matthew. You have seen off all the competition, and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing, lest we forget, at £5,000. And yet again, it's another pair that's come in one show and gone straight through to the final. We've had a run of these. It's extraordinary. What do you want to see come up in this last round?
I'm a fan of crime fiction, actually.
Crime fiction. Julie, anything you want to add to that?
I don't really want to tempt fate. So I won't, honestly.
OK, well, let's see what is on the board. As usual, you get to choose from the 4 we put up. Today's selection is Eurovision lyrics, Aardman Animation's feature films, Johann Sebastian Bach, Portuguese football.
I would go for A or B.
The only one I could have a go at is Aardman.
OK. Do you want to go for it?
All right.
OK.
OK.
It's going to be Aardman. Aardman feature films.
OK, very best of luck. Much loved British animation studios. We're looking for anyone, according to IMDb, credited with appearing in any of the following 3 films, please. So, anyone credited with appearing in Chicken Run, in Flushed Away, or in Early Man. So, according to IMDb, anyone with a cast credit for any of those 3 films. Wish you the very best of luck.
Thanks very much, Richard. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win the jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
Yes.
OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Got anything?
Miranda.
Miranda.
Who's in Chicken Run?
Hart?
No.
Richardson? OK, so George Clooney was in Chicken Run.
OK.
You saw Early Man with Frankie.
I did.
Did you remember anything about it?
No.
So I'm wondering if we should just play the, the classic British film thing where they just get everybody in. So think of, classic voice actors, or someone famous like Bill Nye or...
Bill Nye may have been an early man, actually.
Okay, there's one. So we've got George Clooney, we've got Bill Nye. And which Miranda is it?
It's not Miranda Richardson, it's not Miranda Hart, it's Miranda... She was in Blackadder. Miranda... Maybe we should just say Miranda Richardson.
10 seconds left.
Okay.
You've got your answers, have you? Okay, we'll just let the clock run out. Why not? Come on, there we are. Okay, let's have your 3 answers. And if you could say which film you're speaking about.
Miranda Richardson, Chicken Run.
Miranda Richardson.
George Clooney in Chicken Run.
George Clooney.
And Bill Nighy in Early Man.
And Bill Nye. Of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer, do you think?
George Clooney.
George Clooney will put last.
Might even be right.
Least likely to be pointless?
Miranda Richardson.
Miranda Richardson,
Oh, that's
OK.
quite right.
And Bill Nye goes in the middle. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order then. And here they are. We have got Miranda Richardson, Bill Nye, George Clooney. Well, now, 3 answers on the board there. What would you do if one of these answers turned out to be pointless and won you that jackpot, £5,000? Julie?
Matt has a birthday ending in 0 next year and loves to go scuba diving. So I think somewhere epic where he can go diving and swim with fish and I can sit with our little boy on the beach.
Very nice. Matthew, anything you want to add to that?
No, that sounds very nice.
Yeah, I was going to say, really. OK, well, your first answer was Miranda Richardson. This is the one you thought was probably least likely to be pointless. In this case, we were looking for the cast of Chicken Run. If Miranda Richardson is pointless, you leave here with £5,000. How many of our 100 people said Miranda Richardson? Well, he's right. Miranda Richardson is right. If Miranda Richardson is pointless, you leave here with £5,000. Down we go through the teens, into single figures, still going down, still going down. Congratulations. Very well done indeed. Really, very well done. Congratulations, Miranda Richardson was a pointless answer. You are going home with that jackpot of £5,000, Richard.
Amazing. I don't think I've ever seen an answer given with less conviction win more money than that. The 2 of you just go, Miranda, no, Richard, no, I don't think it is. But she absolutely was. It's a terrific answer, very well played. Bill Nighy was not in Early Man, he would have been in the correct answer. He was in Flushed Away, funnily enough, but would have scored you 2 points for that. George Clooney, also an incorrect answer as well. So Miranda Richardson came good, didn't she? How about that? You might be thinking of Fantastic Mr. Fox that he was in. Yeah. Very, very well played. That's a terrific answer. And all the funnier for taking you so much by surprise. There's only 3 pointless answers, actually, for Chicken Run. Here they are. Miranda Richardson, Imelda Staunton and the wonderful Tony Haygarth. They were the pointless answers there. Tim Spall and Lynn Ferguson would have scored you 1. For Flushed Away, some good names here. Andy Serkis is a pointless answer. David Suchet, Kathy Burke. Shane Ritchie there as well, some lovely names. Miriam Margolyes is a pointless answer, all sorts of pointless answers. Miriam Margolyes also a pointless answer for Early Man. Alongside the brilliant Gina Yashere, Richard Iowadi, a pointless answer there, Rob Brydon as well, so some great answers up there. Very, very well done if you got any of those at home, and congratulations for stumbling across Miranda Richardson to find such riches.
Thank you so much, Richard, and thanks once again to our winning players, Julie and Matthew, who take away today's jackpot of £5,000. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye. Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and a very warm welcome to Pointless, the show where the obvious answers mean nothing and the obscure answers mean everything. Let's meet today's players. And couple number 1.
Hi, I'm Joe. This is my mate Marek, and we're from Rochdale.
Couple number 2.
Hi, I'm Dara. This is my partner Tony, and we're from London.
Couple number 3.
Hi, I'm Clara. This is my partner David, and we're from Hertfordshire.
And finally, couple number 4.
Hi, I'm Ed. This is my dad, Tim. He lives in Stafford and I live in Manchester.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. Lovely to have you here. Warm welcome to Pointless. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. All Mariah Carey wants for Christmas is him. And some oven gloves. It's my Pointless friend. It's Richard.
Afternoon. Hey, everybody. Welcome along. Welcome back.
Thank you.
I'd be happy to be Mariah Carey's Christmas present.
Oh, how long you'd have to stay wrapped up under her tree, though.
I suppose so. But, you know, you'd have stories to tell.
Yeah.
Speaking of stories to tell, we have 2 returning pairs from the last show. Dara and Tony, welcome back. Knocked out in round 2. Tim and Ed knocked out in round 1. And what a show it was. Julie and Matthew got through to that final round.
Yeah.
Won themselves a £5,000 jackpot, didn't they? It's very impressive, with Miranda Richardson.
Which they nearly didn't guess. They were scrabbling around for that one, weren't they?
Well, listen, we don't want to make this worse for you, but, woo, they were lucky, I would say.
Thank you very much indeed. I would.
Yeah, a little bit.
Still, nice for them. Nice for Julie and Matthew. Yeah, so you gather that. Basically, we're just telling you this. The jackpot today is starting off back at what we're going to pretend is a desirable amount of money.
It is. If you were sitting at home right now and someone just came in and gave you £1,000, you'd be like, whoa. And this, you get given that money and you have the joy of meeting Xander. So it's like a double whammy.
Thank you very much indeed. Right, everyone, let's play Pointless. Your only job is to remember this. It's the pair with the highest score at the end of each round that gets eliminated. You know that, so keep your scores low. Best of luck to all 4 pairs. Our first category this afternoon is UK Geography. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many UK cities that begin with the letters N, E, S or W as they could. Richard?
Yeah, looking for the name of any city in the UK. That's any place that holds official city status that begins with one of those letters that points to the compass there, N, E, S or W. Very best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed. Richard. Marek, welcome to Pointless. Tell us all about yourself, Marek.
So I'm a married father of 2 from Rochdale.
Oh, don't just say yes there. That's a sentence. I wanted a paragraph, Marek. What do you do, for instance?
OK, so I'm a buying manager for an online retail company. So I travel around the world to countries like China, Turkey, to buy products to sell on the internet.
But why didn't you tell us that? That's thrilling.
Listen, I'm excited about Rochdale, but then I get even more excited when it was China and Turkey.
Yeah, all of that. So what kind of products are you buying?
So it's bathrooms and heating products, basically.
Yeah.
Where is the bathroom and heating products centre of China?
It's in an area called Zhejiang, which is kind of south of Shanghai. That's where they do a lot of it.
And there are a lot of new exciting... Because, you know, in bathrooms, I remember when those heaters with lots of bars like that and a little gap and then lots of bars like that and a little gap and lots of bars like... You remember the ones. I remember when they were new. That was really exciting. What's new now? What's coming out now?
Kind of digital showers that you can turn on with your smartphone and things like that. So you can get on it.
Well, you get in the shower with the phone. Marek, what are you going to go for? Any UK city that begins with an N, an E, an S or a W?
I'm going to go for Salisbury.
Salisbury?
Yes.
Good answer. Well, let's find out. Is it a good answer? How many of our 100 people said Salisbury? Down it goes to 19. It is a good answer, Marek. Well done. Good start to the show.
Very nicely played, yeah, on that first podium.
Thank you very much indeed. Richard. Dara, welcome back.
Thank you.
Remind us all about yourself, Dara.
I work in finance, and in our spare time, we're developing our first board game called Quiztomate.
That's right, Quiztomate. Tell us a bit more about Quiztomate. We heard a bit last time.
Yeah.
What's the premise?
The premise is we've chosen questions which are a little bit surprising. Example, how many planes are in the sky on average at any given time?
12.
Around the world. You've played this before. Tell us, just for fun,
Yeah,
how many planes at any one time are there?
9,700.
As few as that?
I was close, though.
Yeah. You were the closest of all the guesses.
Yeah, so I get the point.
9,700.
It's about 1.5 million people in the air at any given time.
1.5 million people.
On 9,000 flights.
They're very big planes.
Hold on.
Hang on.
Right.
No, that's about right. About 200, right?
Yeah,
About
I suppose
200
that's
each
right.
one.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah, you got away with it this time.
Okay, a few.
by being right.
Yeah.
1.5 million towelettes. Oh, we should be in the towelette industry.
Yeah, we should be.
Oh, we should go into towelettes. Big time.
I heard you often go into towelettes.
Yeah. Dara,
Yes.
what are you going to go for?
Okay, I'm going to go for Wakefield.
Wakefield. These are all very good answers. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Wakefield. Wakefield's absolutely right. 19 is the only score we have so far. Where does Wakefield come? 10 to Salisbury's 19.
Yeah, two very strong answers so far. The Battle of Wakefield is where they say we get the mnemonic Richard of York gave battle in vain.
Thank you very much. Now, Clara, welcome. Tell us all about yourself, Clara.
So I am a professional dog walker and I look after horses as well.
What is the difference between a professional dog walker and an amateur dog walker?
I know what I'm doing.
Ah, nice. The professionals have dog poo bags in many colours.
And the pouch treats.
And the pouch of treats. Yep. How many dogs do you take at a time?
Well, the most I've taken is about 10. That was a one-off, but generally
Whoa.
4 to 6 dogs.
4 to 6 dogs. And when you are taking dogs, do you have them in batches of roughly the same sort of size, or do you just take whichever, come what may, whichever dogs?
Whichever come what may. As long as they all get on, it's fine.
OK, staghounds, chihuahuas, off you go.
Yep.
Come on.
Basically.
So that's fun. How long's the walk you generally take them on?
Half an hour to an hour, depends what the owner wants. Depends what the dog
That's
can
very
do.
nice. That's very nice indeed. And presumably some of the larger dogs. See, we have 2 tiny little terriers. Little poo bag, just literally that size. A larger dog, presumably you need like a sort of bag for life.
2 handfuls, yeah.
Has somebody made a device that you can put over your shoulder and hang all the bags on? Just
Generally,
thinking.
there's always a bin somewhere. So.
OK, good. Good. That's all I wanted to establish. Clara, what are you going to go for? Any UK city that begins with an N, an E, an S or a W?
I'm going to go for Worcester.
Worcester. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said Worcester. It's right. Well, 19 is the high score, 10 is the low. 24 for Worcester.
Yeah, birthplace of Worcester sauce. I don't know if that's new information to you, but it was first created in 1835.
Worcester sauce.
Yeah, or Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire sauce. Thank you very much. So, now, Tim.
Hello.
Welcome back. Remind us all about yourself.
I'm retired now, so I spend, like all retirees, half my time funding children and now grandchildren and the other time playing golf.
Oh, well, that's good. I think you've got your life balance pretty much sorted there. Any ambitions, anything you're longing to go and do?
I'd love to do some more walking, but whether I'm up to that, I used to love fell walking and coast to coast, something like that would be really good.
See, that's good. And when you do that, do you just have all your stuff in a rucksack, or do you send stuff ahead to
I think I'd like the send stuff ahead bit.
Yeah. Do you sort of plot ahead? I'll stay at this pub that night, that pub the next night. Yeah. Do sort of 15 miles a day. That's a nice thing to do.
Perhaps get Ed to join me, who knows?
Oh, yes. Well, maybe if you win the jackpot.
Yes. There you go.
Perfect use for £1,000. That would be nice. OK, now, Tim, what are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for Ely.
Ely, says Tim. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Ely. Ely is right. 24 the high score, and you pass it. 20. Very well done indeed.
Some very solid pointless going on here, isn't it? It's the only city in the UK with 3 letters in its name.
It's nice.
But if you look at Ely Station, the sign is still as long as the sign for a normal station, and it's just a tiny thing in the middle like that.
They should get a local artist to do some stuff.
Fill in the gaps.
On either side. Mind the gap, as they like to say.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, I want to take a photo of it, because it really is disconcerting.
They
There's a real
could have
waste
just had a tiny sign. All that metal could have gone on something more.
I know, I guess the signs must be of standard usage, whether you're, Romney Hythe and Dymchurch or Ely.
I guess that's right.
Yeah.
I guess that's right. Thank you very much. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a look at those scores. 10, very well done indeed, Dara, the best score of the past. Then we travel up from there to 19, where we find Marek and Joe, then up to 20, where we find Tim and Ed, and then up from there to 24, where we find Clara and David. So, David, a little bit ahead. Let's have a nice low score from you in the next pass and see if that's enough to keep you in the game. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, now, Ed, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself.
I work in railway recruitment, and I'm also the voice of the help desk.
You are the voice of the help desk?
Yes, I'm the press option 1 now person.
Nationally?
Yeah, it's for the internal kind of system, but for about 40,000
So
people.
if we just want to hear your voice, Ed, who do we ring?
Well, it's Network Rail.
Network Rail?
Yeah, so I have done a bit for Euston Station.
OK, so we want to hear Ed. Who are you going to call? Euston Station. That's fantastic.
What number do we have to press?
I'm not sure I know the number off the top of my head.
No. Listen, let me finish, because I have a complaint. What number do we have to press if we think that the signage on a station is too big for the name of that station?
I think that might be option 5 for any other queries.
Option 5, there we go.
Or hold to speak to an operator.
Yes.
There we are. Now, Ed, there you are on 20. We're looking for any UK city that begins with one of these letters, N, E, W or S. What are you going to go for?
I'm going to give a risky one.
Good.
I'm going to say Newport.
Newport. Begins with an N. Here is your red line. I mean, at this stage of the game, when you're on the far podium, the red line's sort of meaningless, really. But there you are, just for reference. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Newport. It's right. Maybe not so meaningless. Down it goes to 13. Very well done indeed. 33 is your total. We now have a benchmark.
Yeah, Newport is home to the Newport clock, which is has the name the scariest clock in the world. Wow.
Why?
Because it has a devil that comes in and
Comes
out
out
of
of
it.
the thing.
Yeah.
Every hour.
That's scary, isn't it?
It is.
The scariest clock in the world is the clock in your O-level exam hall, isn't it? Or GCSE.
Yeah, that's a scary clock.
Isn't it? Anyway, Newport, there you go. It's a very good answer. Well played. Nice to see a risk being taken there.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, David, welcome to Pointless. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm 30 years old. I live in Hertfordshire with Clara, and I'm a professional poker player.
Now, there's fun. Now, there's fun. As the professional poker player, how often do you play in tournaments?
A few nights a week, tournaments. It sounds more glamorous than it is, to be honest. You think like James Bond, Casino Royale, it's not really like that.
No, I know a few professional poker players. I know I'm under no illusions. It's hard work, you know, you travel out, but do you do some of the big tournaments? Do you head off to Vegas most years?
I've never been Vegas, but around Europe, yes. And UK.
All right, OK. David, you're on 24. We need a score of 8 or less from you at this stage.
I have 2 risky ones. Let's go Exeter.
Exeter, says David. Here is your red line. Get below that with Exeter, you're through to the next round. Let's see what happens. $41 for Exeter. Takes your total up to 65.
Yeah, it has a great rivalry with the city next door, Romania.
There was a clear seconds pause there while everyone went... Thank you very much indeed. Now, welcome back, Tony. Good to have you with us once again, Tony. Tell us all about yourself once more.
Yeah, I'm from London. I work in finance. I'm originally from Paris. Oh, a small town next to Disneyland, actually, 10 minutes away from Disneyland.
Yeah, we know what Paris is. Yeah.
No, but it's the suburbs.
I know. I was joking. And yes, last time you gave us some lovely French. You put us right on some French things, which is great. What are your interests, Tony?
We like to play music. I play piano, guitar, bass, and drums. And Dara plays the piano and the guitar as well, and also the flute and saxophone. So we like to play duets together, basically.
And you record?
Not really.
No, you just play together. Well, that's very nice. Did you ever go out and perform?
No, never. But it's a family, maybe.
I see, but lovely, though. The hour's while away as you play and sing together or play. That's really nice. There you are on 10. Fabulous low score from you so far. If you can score 54 or less, you're into round 2.
I'm gonna go for Norwich.
You'll go for Norwich. OK, here is your red line. Can you get below that with Norwich? Let's find out. Ooh, 56 for Norwich. Takes your total up to 66.
That's unlucky. Yeah, happiest place to live in the UK, they say.
That's nice.
Norwich, in terms of people's job satisfaction.
Thank you. Joe, welcome.
Thank you.
Tell us all about yourself, Joe.
I'm from Rochdale with Marek, and I work for a medical company that sells to the pre-hospital industries, so ambulance services, the military, air ambulances and things like that.
I've literally never heard of the pre-hospital industry.
The pre-hospital
That's great.
industry, yeah.
Pre-hospital products.
Things like tourniquets and bandages, chest seals, things like that.
Towelettes? You need towelettes?
That's a
Never
good
too
idea.
soon to start
Because we have a...
we have a concern.
We
shall
have a
call it?
line, certainly.
We have decided to branch out into orangey towelettes instead of lemony towelettes.
Yeah, if you're looking for something zesty, we should probably talk.
Yeah, I see what we can do, definitely.
There we are. Thank you. OK, Joe, you're on 19. 46 or less keeps you in the game.
Yeah, I'm hoping people forget about the north, really, so I'm going to go for Salford.
Salford, says Joe. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Salford. There's your red line. Salford is right. And it gets you through. Very well done indeed, Joe. Oh, with room to spare, down to 9, which happens to be the lowest score of the whole round so far. So very well done indeed. 28's your total.
That's a terrific end to the round. Very well played. You know what? Great round from everyone. They're really unlucky to be knocked out with a score of 66 on this round. Now, Salford is the best answer on the board. There's no point in this answer, so I'll take you through everything that underneath Salford, essentially. So Salford would have scored you 9. Stirling would have scored you 8. You would have got 5 points for Wells. You'd have got 4 points for Newry in Northern Ireland. You'd have got 2 points for St David's and for St Albans. And 1 point, the best answer you possibly could have given, St Asaph. It's a 1 point answer. Very well done if you said that. I'll tell you the top 3 scorers now. Let's take a look. In fact, Norwich was the 3rd top scorer. 56 points for that, just above Edinburgh. The second was Southampton, 60. And the top there was Newcastle upon Tyne. That would have scored you 73 points.
As it rightly should be. Newcastle right at the top.
You think?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if the people of Southampton, or indeed Sunderland, would agree with that.
Well, that's just hard cheese.
Sunderland scored 23.
Oh, dear.
Newcastle 73, Sunderland 23.
There we are.
Sorry, Sunderland.
Sorry, Sunderland. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So we find ourselves at the end of our first round. We have to say goodbye to one of our pairs, Tony and Dara. I'm so sorry. Wakefield, what a great answer that was. There you were, basking in the praise of being the lowest scorers halfway through the round. Then Tony, I'm afraid Norwich didn't help you out there. But as Richard said, it was a very low-scoring round. It's been lovely having you on both shows. Thank you so much for playing, Tony and Dara.
Thank you.
But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. There we are into round 2 now. Only 3 pairs remaining. Joe, hats off to you. Lowest score of the round. Very well done, Joe and Marek. Lowest combined scores, in fact. So all looking very strong on that near podium. Best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 today is famous people. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns people born in 1949. Richard.
Yep, 16 faces on the board. They were all born in 1949, but who are they, please?
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our famous people born in 1949. Here is the image. 16 faces. There we are. All born in 1949. Who are they? Marek, we come to you first. Who'd you like to go for?
So, I'm hoping that one of them is Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges, says Marek. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Jeff Bridges. It is right. Not bad. 24 for Jeff Bridges.
Yeah, there he is, Jeff Bridges, the guy who I was thinking, well, I know that's Kurt Russell.
It's an astonishing beard he's got there.
Yeah, he's great. And obviously he doesn't really look that much like Kurt Russell. That was just brain freeze on my behalf.
Yeah, it happens though. Even you get brain freeze.
Yeah.
There we are. Now, David.
I'm pretty bad with faces. Let's go for Richard Gere.
OK, Richard Gere, says David. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Richard Gere. It's right. 65 for Richard Gere.
Yeah, there's a scene in Pretty Woman where he plays piano, and it's his own composition. Plays it himself, and it's his own music, no overdubbing.
That's nice.
It's smart, though, because he presumably gets a bit of money. Presumably it's on the soundtrack and
of course,
all that malarkey.
That's true.
Yeah, I might bring a keyboard on.
Clever man. Oh, you should.
That'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
You should. Yes.
You'd like that?
Yeah, I would like that. I certainly would. Now, Ed.
Hi.
So all these people were born in 1949. Who are they?
Gonna risk it again.
Good.
Zoe Wanamaker.
Zoe Wanamaker, says Ed. Let's see how many of our 100 people spotted Zoe Wanamaker up there. It's right. 65 is our high score, which you passed some time ago. 30 is where you end up with Zoe Wanamaker.
Very well played. You know, super famous on TV for being in My Family, but one of the great theatre actors of her generation.
Absolutely. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. We are halfway through the round. Let's have a look at those scores. 24, the best score of the past, Marek. Marek and Joe asserting themselves once again on this round. 30 is where we find Ed and Tim. 65, David and Clara, once again our high scorers. So good luck with that, Clara. I hope you've got a nice low-scoring answer for us in the next pass. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? So, Tim, who are all these children of 1949? What are you going to go for?
Benjamin Netanyahu.
Benjamin Netanyahu, or Benjamin Netanyahu. There is your red line. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for Benjamin Netanyahu. It's right. You are through to the head-to-head, and that goes down to 12. Very well played indeed. Takes your total up to 42.
Now, I thought that was Alistair Stewart.
Oh, really? Well, the newscaster?
Yeah.
Ah, there we are. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Clara.
So I only know a few people on that board. I'm going to go with Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver, says Clara. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Sigourney Weaver. No red line for you. You're currently the high scorers. Sigourney Weaver is right. Down that goes to 47, taking your total up to 112.
Now, she changed her name from Susan to Sigourney, which is a minor character in The Great Gatsby. She said she felt too tall to have a name like Susan.
That's good.
It's a good name.
It's a great...
You remember her, right?
You certainly do.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, now, Joe. 24 is your score at the moment. 87 or less gets you into the next round. Do you fancy talking us through the board?
I think I know a few. Lionel Richie's up there, Meryl Streep. I don't know if that's Dolly, bottom left. I think that's Sugar Ray Leonard, but I'm not 100% sure. I think I am going to risk it, actually, with one on the right-hand side, which is Billy Joel.
Billy Joel. Billy Joel. Here is your red line. Can you get below that red line with Billy Joel? Let's find out. It is Billy Joel, and you are through. 17, very well done. 41, once again, the lowest scorers of the round.
Yeah, Billy Joel, very well done, 17 points. It's very apt he's on the board. Not only was he born in 1949, one of his most famous songs, We Didn't Start the Fire, every event in that is from 1949 to 1989. The first 40 years of his life, every event is from that era.
It's clever.
It's clever, isn't it?
That's clever.
Shall we go through the rest of this board?
Yes.
It is not Sugar Ray Leonard. It is...
George Foreman.
George Foreman, yeah. He would have scored you 22 points next to him.
Twiggy.
So you would have scored 33. Another great actor, top right.
Sissy Spacek.
Sissy Spacek. 11 points for Sissy Spacek. Now, second row down, you'll know the name. Very big in fashion. It's Vera Wang.
Vera Wang, OK.
So you would have scored 2. One of our finest authors.
Martin Amis.
Martin Amis, very low scorer, would have scored you 1. You're quite right about Meryl Streep. She would have scored you 50 points. Next along, Elizabeth Warren. She would have scored you 1. Ivana Trump.
Ivana Trump.
Would score you 13. You're right about Lionel Richie. He would have scored you 59. And the last one, I mean, goodness, well done if you got this. Portuguese leader, current UN Secretary-General, Antonio Guterres. Pointless answer.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So we find ourselves at the end of the second round. Clara and David, I'm afraid this is where we say goodbye to you, but you played incredibly well up to this point. We'll see you again next time. Thank you so much, Clara and David. But for the remaining two pairs, it's now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Joe and Marek, Tim and Ed. You're now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £1,000. But we've reached the head-to-head. You can start playing as a pair. First pair to win 2 questions in this round will be playing for that jackpot. Well,
nice for Tim and Ed to get through after your first round defeat last time. Often happens, though.
Absolutely. Oh, we had some good answers there. Benjamin Netanyahu, very strong indeed. And Joe and Marek, first time on the show, straight through to the head-to-head as our golden couple. I think this might be close.
That'll be a good one.
Best of luck to both pairs. Let's play the head-to-head. Here is your first question, and it concerns marine transport in pop songs.
I always get asked for this, so finally we're doing it. Yeah, 5 UK top 10 singles we're going to show you on the board. We've missed out a word from each title, and that word is some type of watercraft.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Looking forward to this. OK, let's find out what those 5 songs are. Here they come. We have got Blank John B, The Beach Boys, 1966. The Banana Blank Song, Harry Belafonte, 1957. The Blank, Echo and the Bunnymen, 1983. Blank Cross the Mersey, Jerry and the Pacemakers, 1965. And Blank of Fools, Erasure, 1988. I'm going to read those all again. Blank John B, The Beach Boys, 1966. The Banana Blank Song, Harry Belafonte, 1957. The Blank, Echo and the Bunnymen, 1983. Blank Cross the Mersey, Jerry and the Pacemakers, 1965. And Blank of Fools, Erasure, 1988. Joe and Marek, as the low scorers, you get to go first. Feel free to confer. Do you know that?
We'll have to go with the only one we know, which is Ferry Across the Mersey.
OK, Ferry Across the Mersey. Say Joe and Marek. Now then, Tim and Ed, talk us through the rest of that board.
Top one we think is Sloop John B, the Banana Boat song. Yeah. And then, don't know. So...
The Submarine and Canoe of Fools.
So we go for Sloop?
Yeah,
we'll go for Sloop. Sloop John B. So we have Ferry Cross the Mersey and Sloop John B. Joe and Marek had Ferry Cross the Mersey. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that for Jerry and the Pacemakers. It is indeed Ferry. 71 people knew that. Tim and Ed, meanwhile, have gone for Sloop John B for the Beach Boys. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. Sloop's right. And it wins you the point. Well done. Down that goes to 23. Well done. Tim and Ed, after one question, you are up 1-0.
Nicely played. A beautiful song as well, their version of Sloop John B. It is the Banana Boat Song that would have scored you more points. Would have scored you 47. Down the bottom now, the Erasure song, Ship of Fools. That would have scored 32. And people of a certain vintage, myself and yourself included, will know the Bunnymen song.
The Cutter.
The Cutter. And that would have scored you 7 points. Best answer on the board. Well done if you said that.
Thank you very much indeed. Here comes your second question. Now then, Joe and Marek, you have to win this one to stay in the game. But Tim and Ed get first dibs on this. Best of luck. Our second question today is all about dinosaurs in the Jurassic Park film franchise. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you 5 pictures now of dinosaurs who appeared in that franchise. We're going to give you the first letters of their names as well. But what are these dinosaurs called?
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal the 5 dinosaurs. And here they come. We have got A, S, B, T, R, C, G, D, V, and E, T. There we are, 5 dinosaurs there. Tim and Ed, you get to go first.
Funnily enough, I'm going to go for E.T., another Spielberg film. Triceratops.
Triceratops. Triceratops, say Tim and Ed. Now, Joe and Marek. Do you want to talk us through the rest of those dinosaurs?
I think I know all of them because my son is a massive fan of the Jurassic Park films. So I think A is Stegosaurus, B is Tyrannosaurus Rex, C is Gallimimus, and D is Velociraptor. So if you're happy, we'll go with C for Gallimimus.
Gallimimus. OK, Gallimimus, say Joe and Marek for C. So, Tim and Ed have gone for Triceratops for E. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Triceratops. Is right. Down it goes to 56. Joe and Marek, meanwhile, have gone for Gallimimus for C. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Gallimimus. Gallimimus is right. And it wins you the point. Very well done indeed. Back in the game. Oh, look at that. Down goes to 3. That's a brilliant answer, Joe and Marek. But crucially, brings you back on level pegging, and after 2 questions, it's 1-1.
Yeah, terrific work. What's your son called, Marek?
Jacob.
Jacob. Well, that's the best answer on the board, Jacob, so very nicely done. See, it's worth having kids sometimes, isn't it?
Sometimes.
You are right, or rather, Jacob's right about all the others as well. Stegosaurus would have scored you 42. Tyrannosaurus Rex, it only scores 58. D is Velociraptor, and look at this for a score, 57. And we didn't know Velociraptors at all until Jurassic Park, really. Now they're amongst the most famous of the dinosaurs. How about that?
How about it?
They've got good PR, haven't they, all of a sudden?
Done very well. Well done. Thank you very much indeed. OK, now here comes the decider. Whoever wins this third question goes through to the final and plays for that jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Our third question today is all about geographical cues. Richard.
5 clues to facts of a geographical nature, but the answers all begin with the letter Q.
Thanks very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 Q clues, and here they are. We've got Australian state that's home to Brisbane, Cairns and the Gold Coast, capital of Ecuador, northernmost and highest of the 7 hills of Rome, on which the Italian president's official residence stands, range of hills in Somerset, England's first area of outstanding natural beauty, and the largest of Canada's 10 provinces by land area. I will read those again. Australian state that's home to Brisbane, Cairns and the Gold Coast, capital of Ecuador, northernmost and highest of the 7 hills of Rome, on which the Italian president's official residence stands, range of hills in Somerset, England's first area of outstanding natural beauty, and the largest of Canada's 10 provinces by land area. There we are. Now, Joe and Marek will go first.
I think we know a few, but we're going to go for the capital of Ecuador, which is Quito.
Quito, say Joe and Marek. Now, Tim and Ed, it's over to you. Can you talk us through that board?
Queensland at the top. Don't know the 7 hills, I'm afraid. I should do. I believe Quantox and Quebec is the last one. Should we go for Quantox?
Yeah, I didn't know that one, but yeah.
I'll pronounce it carefully. Quantox.
OK, Quantox. So we have Quito and we have Quantox. Joe and Marek went for Quito, the capital of Ecuador. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. It's right, and it goes down to 30. Tim and Ed, meanwhile, have gone for Quantox, the Somerset Hills. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Quantox. Quantox is right. So is it going to be close? Oh, 32 for Quantox. 2 great answers there. Quito narrowly winning out there. So very well done, Joe and Marek. After 3 questions, you are through to the final 2-1.
Oh, we said that was going to be a close one. Very well played, everybody. Terrific head-to-head. Now, there is an answer up there that, of course, would have won it, and it's the one that none of us know. Queensland would have scored you 63. Quebec would have scored you 61. Do you know this last one?
I can't think of what it is. No, I don't think I do.
It is Quirinal. Would have scored you 5 points. Very well done if you said that at home. Best answer on the board by a mile.
Thank you very much indeed. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round, Tim and Ed, I'm afraid it's you. This is where we say goodbye to you. It's been great having you on both shows. Great performance, though, across this second show of your pointless career. Thanks so much for playing, Tim and Ed. But for Joe and Marek, it's now time for our pointless final. Congratulations, Joe and Marek. You've fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £1,000. But I would say you haven't really put a foot wrong. Nice little bit of jeopardy you introduced to the head-to-head round there, letting the other guys go 1-0 up there. Then back you came, and you stormed through 2-1. What do you want to see come up in this last round?
Football, probably. TV and film, maybe. Marek's great on geography, but we've had a couple of geography rounds, so maybe not. Yeah, dinosaurs.
OK, well, let's see what's on the board today. 4 options for you to go for. Today's list looks like this. We've got the year 1964, Elton John, batsman versus England in Test cricket, and 21st century Shakespeare.
I know absolutely nothing about any of them, but I think Joe's got a pretty good grasp on cricket. So if you're happy.
Yeah, cricket.
OK, you're going to go for batsman versus England.
Yeah, not a bad question, this one. We're looking for any of the following, please. We're looking for any Australian batsman who has scored more than 1,000 Test runs against England. We're looking for any West Indies batsman who's done that, or any South African batsman. So anyone from those 3 countries who scored more than 1,000 Test runs against England up to the end of April 2019, please. Very best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed. As always, you've got up to a minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win the jackpot is for just 1 answer to be pointless. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
So I've got nothing. So you just take it away.
Justin Langer, Matthew Hayden, I think would be the 2 from that sort of era. I'm thinking maybe Simon Katic might have got 1,000 Test runs. He may not have done though. South Africans, maybe Jack Callis. Don't know whether he'd be too popular.
I've never heard of any of them, so
let me just have a bit of a think. South Africans. Oh, Graham Smith. Yeah, I think we'll go Graham Smith, actually.
Are these all kind of 90s and noughties and movies?
Yeah, they are sort of. Well, it's like late 90s, early 2000s. We've got Graham Smith, Justin Langer, Matthew Hayden, I think.
I've heard of Graham Smith, but I've not heard a couple of ones. But it's who do you think they get 1,000?
It's best I can come up with, really, off that.
OK.
Yeah. Are you happy? Yeah. OK, we're going to stop the clock. Look at that. Brilliant. 9 seconds to spare. You've got 3 good answers there. Let's hear what they are. And if you could say which category you're answering.
So the 2 Australians, we're going to go for Justin Langer.
Justin Langer.
And Matthew Hayden.
Matthew Hayden.
And then the South African, he was captain, he's quite popular, but it's a bit of a generic name, so Graham Smith.
Graham Smith. OK, of those 3, which do you think is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Justin Langer.
Justin Langer we put last. Least likely to be pointless?
Graham Smith.
Graham Smith, then Matthew Hayden goes in the middle. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order then, and here they are. We've got Graham Smith, Matthew Hayden, and Justin Langer. Well, 3 great answers there. Let's hope one of those turns out to be pointless and wins that jackpot for you. £1,000, not a bad jackpot. I mean, imagine if someone walked into your sitting room at home and gave you £1,000 while you were watching. That wouldn't be bad. What would you like to spend it on?
I'll probably just put it towards a holiday, probably for Jacob, because he's won us the previous round.
Very good. Joe, what about you?
I get married next year to Kira, so it's going to probably put to some of her dress, probably. It's going to be expensive enough, isn't it?
Very nice indeed. Well, 2 lovely reasons for winning and 2 lovely things to spend your cash on if you win. Your first answer was Graham Smith. In this case, we were looking for any South African batsman who's scored over 1,000 runs against England. If Graham Smith is pointless, you leave here with £1,000. How many people said Graham Smith? Well, he's right. We just need Graham Smith to score uncharacteristically low in this instance, and down he goes to 6. OK, a good answer, not a pointless answer. You've now got Matthew Hayden waiting in the wings. We've now moved to Australian batsmen who've made 1,000 runs against England. Let's find out how many people said Matthew Hayden. If he's pointless, wins you £1,000. It's right. Graham Smith took us all the way down to 6. Matthew Hayden now takes us down into single figures, still going down, passing 6, still getting 2. This is very exciting indeed. We're in the right sort of territory here. Again, not a pointless answer. But we now go down to Justin Langer, Hayden's fellow opening batsman. Let's see how much he scores. If Justin Langer is pointless, you leave here with that jackpot of £1,000. How many of our 100 people said it? It's right, Graham Smith took us all the way down to 6. Matthew Hayden took us all the way down to 2. Justin Langer now takes us down into single figures, still going down with Justin Langer. Oh! Listen, 3 brilliant answers there. Oh, that's harsh. Scoring only 1 with Justin Langer. That's a brilliant answer, but I'm afraid you didn't manage to find that all-important pointless answer. So I'm afraid you don't win today's jackpot of £1,000, but you do get to take home a pointless trophy each. So very well done indeed.
It's a terrific performance and really good performance in that last round as well. Very, very unlucky. Now I'm going to go through the pointless answers in the different categories, see if you got one at home. There'll be names that you recognise, but in that minute, I think you did pretty well to come up with the names you came up with. We'll start with Australia. Very big name at the top. David Boone was a pointless answer. Amazingly, Mark Taylor, also a pointless answer. Michael Hussey, Rob Marsh, the old wicket-keeper. Bill Ponsford, Brad Haddin, Dean Jones, a pointless answer. Graham Wood, Ian Healy, Kim Hughes. Michael Slater was a pointless answer. Neil Harvey as well. So lots of pointless answers there. Bradman was a high scorer. West Indies batsman now. From the 60s, Basil Butcher, Carl Hooper was a pointless answer. Sir Everton Weekes is a pointless answer. Brilliant Richie Richardson as well. Clyde Walcott, George Headley, Seymour Nurse, Frank Worrell, all of those are pointless answers as well. Lara and Viv Richards, the biggest scorers there. And South Africa now. From way back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, Bruce Mitchell was a pointless answer. Gary Kirsten, a pointless answer. Herbie Taylor, another from way back when. Mark Boucher, the wicketkeeper, was a pointless answer. The biggest scorers there, Graham Smith was actually the biggest scorer of all for South Africa. A.B. de Villiers, Hashan Amla as well, Jack Callis, Darryl Cunnalan and Herschel Gibbs. Everyone else is a pointless answer.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard, and thanks once again, Joe and Marek. I'm sorry you didn't win our jackpot today. That'll therefore roll over onto the next show when we will be playing for £2,000. Join us then, see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me.